Fuck you, Brave, for crashing, you piece of shit! Whatever, we're doing it live! Hello and welcome to the Killstream. I am your host, Ethan Ralph, the owner and the editor-in-chief of theralphreport.com, also Killstream.live, all your synopses and catching up. Speaking of catching up, a little announcement here at the top of the show before we get started. Of course, we have an all-star panel. You know how we do it on the Killstream, these event-type streams. This is why you tune in to the Killstream nights like tonight, and hopefully the other nights too. But a little announcement, April the 7th, it's going to be Halsey versus our black Israelite friend, Yak. That is set. It is set now, April the 7th. That is the day, and I'll start promoting it in earnest on Twitter here shortly. I just got the word right before we went on air, so it's set April the 7th, and I won't go over the terms of the debate, but I think you know if you've been watching the show already. You know what it's about. Anyway, Patrick's just resubbed for 1 month. He's now in a 7-month sub streak. Thank you very kindly for that long-term support there. Tuesday with the diamond. Mount Hale with the diamond. Gator with the host. Shout out to Gator. I see Bibble as well, with a host. Sub Cool just resubbed for a month on a 1-month sub streak. Stevenson Harvey just resubbed for a month and is also on a 1-month streak. Ursa Major said, my aunt passed away unexpectedly. Not cool. Press F. No, it's not cool, and I'm sorry for your loss. Don't die on us, chat. It's a rough time out there. But no, in all seriousness, though, I am sorry to hear that. Dark Glowing with a hieroglyphic that I can't quite understand. Looks like a little smirking face there with a wing, perhaps. Is that a bat? I'm not sure what that is. Colada Derek says, slob on my knob like corn on the cob. That is an old 3-6 Mafia classic, and I know it well. All right. Excuse me. So I have a bunch of guests here, and I haven't actually set out who's going to go first, but I think, let's see, I'll mess with this after, but I think Tenaple, then maybe Wang, then maybe Worski, Moon, who else? Let's see, Mad Cucks, actually, let's do Moon first, Mad Cucks. Who else do we have on this fucking show? Let me look at the list. Let me make sure. Yes, I'm doing the roster live here on the air. So we have the Pesos cameo. We'll do Ricada after. Pesos, maybe Clips. Then Mr. Masterson. Okay. All right. Sorry. I may have been rushing right up until the last moment to get this thing settled. Sam Hyde 76. Just subscribe monthly. All right, now let me do this. Let me mute this and also take the stream start soon off because We're actually already started. Okay. Turkey Baster says, this diamond brought to you by Richmond Hash House. Thank you, sir. All right, now what I'm going to do is turn up Chrome. Wow. Well, all that was just broadcast on the air, Andy. I'm sorry about that, but
was it really?
No.
God, it
No,
wasn't
it
the hard
wasn't.
R, right, Rob? You're not drunk yet.
Sorry. The hard R's will commence. All right. Good to have you here. Now, should we do an intro of the panel? Why don't we go around the horn, let everybody introduce themselves, and we'll finish up with Dick. Why don't you start, Andy?
I almost killed someone on a live stream. Wow, amazing! Come on,
That's pretty.
I now do a video game channel called Subcultured, and the video game documentaries, and a live show called Reliable Source, Geek Thulu, and I think everyone knows who I am.
All right. Go ahead next, Doug.
I'm Doug Tenaple. I'm the creator of Earthworm Jim. I have a book called Bigfoot Bill 2 on Indiegogo. I make comic books and video games and TV shows. I have a channel, Doug Tenaple, on YouTube, where I make puppet shows. 6 adult men go on with puppets. It's terrible. 13,000 subs, so I'm gonna lap all you guys any day. Jerk. Now,
this is your first appearance on the Killstream, and is also Justin Wang's first appearance on the Killstream. Why don't you introduce yourself, sir?
Hey, what's going on? I'm surprised there's a kill stream for me to come on to now, but here we are. Yeah, I talk about old internet stories and tales from the internet. I think the last time we streamed together, Ethan, do you remember that guy Scrubology?
I do, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Oh,
like
that's
late
right.
one night.
You were on the. Oh my God! Wow,
yeah,
that's going way
Failure
back.
Pulled me in. I was fucking wasted. Failure's like, come on the stream, so I come on with you guys, and we wound up talking to some weird foreskin guy.
Oh yeah, that was Gregory Malchuk. Yeah, wow. You know what? I
was trying to remember
forgot
his fucking name, Gregory Malchuk.
Yeah, because we had him on here going off.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, man, I'd forgotten all about that. I'm glad you reminded. That was a real.
I remembered we streamed together one time. I was like trying to like pull that memory, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's where it was.
That's it. It was one of those random late night streams on Scrubs. Secret stream over on Scrubs channel. Thank you for coming. We're like the cockroaches of the internet. It's hard to kill us. Go ahead, Joshua. Are you here, sir?
Hi. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
Well, I'm Josh. I run the Kiwi Farms. I thank you for constantly reminding me to get my shit together before I'm 30, before it's too late. And I thank Dick for his support, and and I fear the future where a bunch of people my age listen to his podcast and think that infidelity is perfectly acceptable, because it will lead to a string of murder-suicides that he will ultimately be blamed for by the Department of Justice.
Oh, that is terrible. That's a terrible thought. Matt?
I'm going to clap to that.
Hell yeah.
Mad Cucks, is Mad Cucks here yet?
Hey, I'm here. Apparently, I'm the only one who has a fucking webcam that works. Bunch of lousy bastards. I'm the angriest cuck on the internet. I have constantly been thwarted in my attempts to destroy Dick Masterson by his worthless fans who've done nothing but harass me and dox me for the last 11 years. I hate every fucking one of you, and I'm here to finally set the record straight and object to this man being inducted into any form of Hall of Fame unless it's the Criminal Hall of Fame for criminal actions, sending him straight to jail, buddy. Straight to jail.
Straight to fucking jail. Nick Riquet.
Matt Cox, you sound like a gay Elmer Fudd.
That is very homo erotic, and I don't really appreciate that kind of language being used against other people. Okay,
Oh.
I don't like homo erotophobes or whatever you want to call yourself, sir.
Mr.
It's like, you're not afraid of gay people, just the porn they make.
Mr. Nick Ricada, the Legal Eagle. Sir, go ahead.
Oh, how dare you, son of a bitch, call me the Legal Eagle. I will leave this goddamn stream right now. What's up? I'm Nick Ricada. I run Lawsplaining the Interwebs, Ricada Law on YouTube. And I got my start making fun of Mad Cucks trying to handjob Dick Masterson into the ground. So that's where I am.
There we go. Now let me read some of these. Metalhead Martyr says, the new MC Jarbo is out. Did you hear it yet? No, I did not. Love the show and everyone here. Hell yeah. Thank you, sir. Well, we might have to play that before it's over with. Rando number 9 says, fuck. By the way, I can hear some feedback. I don't know who that is, but I think that's you, Dick, actually. But we didn't. You know what? We didn't even let you introduce. Yeah, what the fuck? Oh wow.
Bring the fucking
That's the first row.
I'm the author of Men Are Better Than Women, host of The Dick Show, creator of New Project 2, which is my elaborate scheme to get all the internet edgelords in my pocket, to get them in my service forever. And I am happy to be the first inductee into the Killstream Hall of Fame. The best possible choice, Ralph, as you know. I create careers of people. I'm here to stay. I will never leave. I'm never going to be fucked off over a bag of ice or a gun and go do my big walk off to a McDonald's somewhere in Saskatchewan or wherever the fuck Andy's been for the last 6 months. I'm here to stay. Fuck you. Bring it on. I'm writing jokes for Brittany Venti all day, so I'm horny as fuck and pissed off. But here I am.
Miss Venti.
I'll be about Mad Cucks' titties the whole time. That'll do.
Miss Venti was scheduled to be here, and she said she was ill, and so she's not here. That would be the. Now she is in New York City, so you know, maybe.
So am I, and I'm sick too.
Yeah,
hopefully she has the corona.
No, hopefully not.
Well, see, that's what happens when you try to replace the eggs by eating all the eggs.
Okay, all right. Let's keep going. Rando number 9 says, fuck Ian Miles Chong. Sigma Zero says, damn, dude, Tenaple and Wang was unexpected gets. Well, you know how we do sometimes. Dictator says, love ya, Mad Cucks. Mount Hale says, legendary stream. Shin Chan 256B says, we simpin' for grandma tonight. M. Jason Fire just subscribed monthly. Who was going to say something right there before I go into my thing?
Fuck grandma. That's what I was going to say.
All right, let's do this. I'll start off, and then we'll go to Doug next. I have a whole roster here, and then Wang and Worski. I'll make sure you're known. But welcome to the inaugural Killstream Hall of Fame. By the way, who's ever doing that, stop. Tonight, we are gathered here to induct the inaugural member into that august group that didn't exist before I made it up on a drunken whim. And since Dick is one of the few major guests I haven't pissed off, I figured it was just good business to induct him first. I'm too fat to grovel appropriately. It takes a minute to crawl back up to eye level, or perhaps that's the bourbon. I'm not sure which of the two that is. Maybe a combination of the both. I'm not sure. Speaking of drunken whims, I was going to put a lot of effort into organizing my remarks here. Then I decided to listen to an episode of The Dick Show. That reminded me of why we are all here. Low effort shekel hoarding. And tits. And tits, of course. Venti backed out at the last minute, but I did what I could. Gator, pull some tits up on the screen, please, sir. Oh, wait, I have to do that, don't I? Send me some tits. We'll pull them up on the screen. The one person I'm saddened we couldn't have tonight is internet legend, of course. Easy for me to say. Maddox. Everyone knows him from, wait, what is that he used to do? He wrote blog posts or something like that. I'm not sure exactly, but I guess we could go through all 200 episodes of Dick's Show to find out, or we could open a vein and welcome ourselves to the other side. To be honest, there has to be something wrong with a man who has focused so much time and effort on an internet non-entity. Why does he keep beating a dead boulder? I mean horse. Let the man live his life in peace. What did Maddox ever do to you, Dick, besides sue you for millions of dollars, try to ruin your life, steal your show, blackball you from the comedy industry? Just let it go, you sick fucking maniac. As for Dick himself, what can I say that hasn't already been said? His hairline is pushed back further than LeBron James's. He rails against Los Angeles, but you couldn't kidnap the motherfucker and make him live anywhere else. It's in his blood. I can imagine that a few other things are also in his blood, given the details of his exploits, but that is neither here nor there. The fact of the matter is, the man is a legend. Didn't he go on Dr. Phil or something a couple of times? I don't know. Back before half the audience was born. I don't recall exactly. But those were truly the days, Dick. Those were truly the days back in the ancient times there. Or what about the time he wanted to risk thousands of lives to put on his live show? What was that show? What was that show about again? Ah, yes, Maddox. I never would have guessed. And yes, I was supposed to be there as well, but that is neither here nor there. Forget about that. Tonight, Dick Masterson is a Hall of Famer. Well, not a real physical Hall of Fame, of course. You have to have, accomplished something to get an honor like that. It's the one I made up in my head so we could have a show for you all this evening. Kind of like the story all women tell themselves to get into bed with Dick in the first place. Or the one Monday Matt tells himself when he tucks in his bastard children every single night.
Oh, jeez.
Speaking.
Wow. That almost sounds scripted, but we all know you can't write.
Oh, no, of course not. That's true. That's true. Speaking of women, the one person I could not force myself to bring into the jokes is 80s Girl. Perhaps it was all the delicious food she made for me while I was in Los Angeles. The quickest way to my heart is straight through the gut, as many of you may realize. Or maybe it's those nightmares/memories from Knoxville, snuggled up next to Dick. We should all send her our greatest sympathies and also our thanks for putting up with this shit show. And now I'm going to kick it to the panelists. We have Nick Rekieta, fresh off his big win in the Vic Mignogna case. Wait. That was a misprint. But we do have Nick Rekieta for you regardless. We also have Doug TeNapel. He made Earthworm Jim, for fuck's sake. Earthworm Jim. I remember playing that as a small child. He's doing something else now. I'll have to check my notes. Bigfoot Bob, something like that. I'm not sure. It's really good, though. It's really good. Trust me. Go check that out. Andy Worski, the only person I could find who is a bigger fuck up than yours truly. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy, believe me. The last time I saw Mr. Worski, he was in a Miami hotel corner screaming about, well, something. I don't know exactly what it was, but something was going on there. Justin Wang, he's here. How the fuck did I get him to agree to show up in the first place? I don't know, but he's here. I think he's probably has some obscure internet lore to relate this whole thing to. I guess you'll just have to stay tuned. Also, we have Incel Kingpin, Kiwi Farms Josh.
You didn't even make fun of me. What the fuck?
Yeah, I know. That was kind of I don't know where he is at the moment since he's evading certain arrests by United States authorities. But the point is, he's on the program no matter which third world shithole he may be physically residing in at this moment in time. Also, we have Mad Cucks. He's from The Dick Show, so just pretend that I know 100% of the lore there and thank him for being a guest. Oh, wait. I wasn't supposed to read that part out loud. In all seriousness, I consider Dick Masterson to be one of the finest people I've met online. He's been a huge supporter of this program and has been a part of many of its biggest moments. Anything I've ever asked of the guy, he's done it. A stand-up guy in every sense of the word. And he was kind enough to subject himself to this quote-unquote Hall of Fame broadcast. Will this paragraph stop him from unloading on me in the finale segment? No. I doubt that it will, but the fact remains that I consider him a good friend, and I thank him for coming on this evening. Welcome, Killstream Hall of Famer, Dick Masterson. And now we shall... Yeah, you can clap if you want.
What a read.
I feel gayer already.
This is a jam.
Now...
For how many bottles of Maker's Mark did you write that?
How many bottles have you had? I think that's the question we should ask.
A few.
I didn't leave Florida to escape the law. I left Florida to get away from Andy Worski.
Hey, wash your hands.
All right. So now we'll go to Doug TeNapel. We'll let him start off, and then we'll go to Wang after that.
Okay. Dick made the Hall of Fame for Killstream. And he also got Employee of the Month at Herpicide.com. Dick was unprepared to do road rage, so he personally brought COVID to LA to get it canceled by ignoring social distancing in threesomes. Given COVID-19 kills more men than women, it proves that men are better than women at dying. And speaking of men dying, where are the ladies complaining about gender inequality of body count? And speaking of ladies, diversity hire guest Justin Wang is so beautiful. I call him retarded because we aren't allowed to use Mongolian anymore. I'd sue you for $380K if I could secure a desperate alcoholic lawyer, but Maddox already retained me. I canceled the joke. The Andrew Warski went after Steve. That's like George Michael going after Elton John. Dick is a big man against macho barbarians like Dr. Phil, that intimidating figure, Medicare, but is terrified of one thing, and that's reproducing and making babies. The true sign of manhood. Now, that's just a fact. That's not even funny. The single physical proof of manhood is progeny, and right now you have the same number of children as Destiny.
Or Mundane Matt, I think.
And Mundane Matt. And speaking of a compelling case for why you should accept Christ is that you are going to the same hell as Destiny to live in quarantine together forever.
I'm a fucking chick too.
Yeah. You like Earthworm Jim, Mario, and Sonic, so that's a threesome that won't get you into any trouble. Anyways, great work on making the Hall of Fame. But seriously, Dick is a reminder that the wild spirit of man is still alive in a world where feminists and soft painted everything with rainbows and pastels. You're fighting back for us all, and you've always been good to me. Thank you, sir. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
And I'll be in bed sleeping by the time you roast me. So go.
Go ahead, Mr. Wang. I know you're looking forward to this segment.
Oh yeah. See, all right. So
diversity hire Wang.
Yeah. So I thought the format here was going to be a lot looser. I'm like people hit me up to do this, and I'm like, do I have to write a speech or something? Because
I said you didn't have to, but I was going.
Yeah. I guess
the
way you
like
just said have. What was that?
You don't have to, but you're going to look like an asshole.
You don't have to.
Look, okay, you're the only Asian here. We had to even the odds.
Yeah. He asked me to write I had to write a speech, not write math or anything. But basically, so Ethan hits me up, and I asked him do I have to write a speech? He didn't say he didn't say the have part. I mean, I couldn't hear it in the text, so I don't have shit prepared right now. I thought we were just going to be here talking shit. Then I come into the Google Meetup, which I didn't even know that was still a thing. Andy Warski comes in, and he's so excited about his set of jokes that he wrote about at Brittany Venti. It's not even here.
I'm still going to say that, though. I'm fucker.
They set you up. They set you up, Justin.
I mean, I'm sure she's watching.
Something.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's watching now.
Yeah, of course.
Is this the time to chime in and say that Brittany Venti always looks like she smells like shit? I can't shake it. If I look at her, I smell shit, and I can't stop. And I'm sure she's a very nice person, but there's just something about her that makes me physically fucking nauseous every time she comes up. And I was really hoping she would be here because I could just read her forum thread and be done with it, but she's not. So now I've got fuck all. I've had to delete Dick's thread to keep the new Project 2 checks coming in. So I'm just a shit creep.
Well, Wang, I mean, you could say, you could speak, extemporaneously, maybe throw a few things together.
I guess, the one thing I do have to say is I do have to thank Dick for keeping me from making probably, one of the worst decisions I would have made in my life. And it's that after watching this week's past episode, I had been thinking about getting an undercut on my hair, and then I saw what happened to Dick, and I was like, oh no, you've allowed yourself to be the guinea pig for that experiment, never me.
Yeah. Cut some bangs.
I used to have that back in my K-pop phase. I did have bangs.
Yeah, Justin and Dick, are you guys going to identify with COVID and cut your bangs?
Did you say gentrify with COVID?
How long we're locked up? I'm starting to lose. I don't know what day it is anymore. I'm starting to lose track of gender. I'm losing track and up and down. I'm walking on the ceiling like the Ring over here now.
The quarantine just made me realize that I go out a lot more than I realized I did, because I thought I would be fine, and I'm not fine.
Did you just make a Ring joke because it's the Asian guy's turn to talk? Just pointing it out, guys.
All right, so originally I was going to hit Worski in this spot, but why don't we? I've already sent this link around. I think everybody has it. Let me make sure Mad Cooks. Yeah, he's got it too. So Dame Pesos submitted a little something for the program this evening. I think you all should have it. It's the streamable link.
Where?
That I sent you.
Have
oh,
it.
yes, you have it. Oh, fuck. Okay.
Is it in
I
chat?
checked my Discord and my.
You will. Yeah, I could just put it in chat. That probably would be easier. Wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll put it in chat. It also should be in your DMs, but there it is in chat. Pull that up. Dame Pesos wasn't able to make it this evening. It's hard to get him on when it's not a weekend day. But he wanted to make sure that he had something to submit for this program. And I will play it momentarily right after I read these sponsored messages. Spicy One says, wishing Venti a quick recovery from coronavirus. Nicholas Diorio and some ice cream. Shout out to him. I see Flamenco with the host as well. I think he's also here. Breath of Phages says, great roast, Ralph, killing it. Thank you. I'll accept that. Pensive Cowboy. What is that? Who's calling?
Sorry, that's me. I'll mute. Sorry.
The FBI's finally found it.
Somehow
I know why his ankle bracelet's going off. He's over his limit.
It's the Florida police.
Pensive Cowboy says, never thought I'd see Earthworm Jim call someone a retard. Thanks for the levity and the show. You're welcome. Honkamania117 says, don't lie. We would all motorboat Venti right now. Of course, I'm not married, so I don't have to deny that anymore. Yes, I think that's a safe bet. All right, now we have Dame Pesos. Go ahead, Gator. You're going to say something?
Yeah, I was going to say, do her nipples do the same thing that her eyes do?
Oh, I can't. I won't go there. That's too much.
I gotta cross that joke off now, Gator. God damn it. Hey, Ralph, I think if I play this, everyone can hear it. I'm not 100% sure. But
do you want to? Okay, you can do that if you want.
Let me know. Yeah. Here.
Hello, everyone.
Can you?
Yes.
Yeah, you can? Okay. Here you go.
Oh, no.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? I hope you can, because this is a recording. Today, Dick Masterson, also known as that fat homosexual Mexican who eats excrement.
I eat poop and I'm a homosexual. Go fuck yourself.
To the Killstream Hall of Fame, which is some gay shit Ralph came up with to trick people into coming on the show to fix it.
So true.
Dick has a show called The Dick Show. I've gone to The Dick Show. Dick hasn't paid me at all. Fuck Dick Masterson. He doesn't pay me money. He's a La Raza betrayer, traitor, fat Mexican. Doesn't pay me shit, so he will get minimal effort. That's right. I'm rehashing the stereo soundboard for the 5th time, and not as funny. Fuck you, pay me, Mexican. So everyone, say hello to Stereo.
My name is Greta Thunberg.
What the?
Silence. It. When I was about 8 years old, Dick raped me.
How dare you? You have stolen my dreams and my childhood with your
Dick. So I became ill. I fell into depression. I stopped talking and I stopped eating. In 2 months, I lost about 10 kilos of weight. Later on, I was diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome, OCD, and selective mutism.
Thank you, it. Young people are suffering. Then you would be evil, sucking hundreds of billions of young people. We will never forgive you.
Dick
is coming whether you like it or not.
Mm-hmm.
And just one last thing. See you on the streets.
There we go. There's the clip from Mr. Pesos. Thank him for submitting that. Okay.
Don't laugh too hard, Dick. You might get banned off Patreon for that one.
Green Danger says, Venti, how does herpes keep you from a roast? That's this. I disavow. Shinchan 256B says, stayed sober enough to write a speech. Proud, Ralph. Well, thank you. I did. Just barely held it in. Colada Derek says, this is for Dame. Max Hall says, Dame is a fucking legend. Cass Michael says, we love you, Dick. Andy Worski, it's your turn, sir.
All right, Ralph. Thank you for hosting this. You know, I actually love you when you're drunk, Ralph. Not because you're funny when you're drunk, but because you become incredibly racist when you're drunk. Now, but we know it's not malicious though. It's just a PTSD you have from when you went to jail from being raped by a black guy. The host of the Killstream, right? Killstream.
Right. Yes.
Ralph, you should rename this to Kill Liver. You're way better at that. I can't tell.
Great delivery there.
Uh-oh, you guys are gonna cancel this thing like Miami Part 2.
You nailed it. Go ahead.
I'm drunk right now. So I can't tell if your show fucks up sometimes because of your audio issues or because of your crippling alcoholism.
Both.
Ralph, you have more one day chips from AA than chips of all the combined winners of the World Series of Poker from the last 20 years. Ralph somehow got Employee of the Month at the liquor store last month. And he's the only guy who punches in and out when he goes to the liquor store. Oh, but thank you for hosting this.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm so glad I hosted this.
Oh man, who else do we have here? Doug Tenapel. Hey, Doug Tenapel.
Hey.
What else do we have here? Like it's a fucking fire squad.
Yeah. Oh, I've been practicing, boys. I've been practicing. Doug Tenapel. I don't know if you all know this, but he was actually kicked out of Comicsgate because he's not a big fan of the gays. That's pretty funny, though. That's the only reason I like him. He's on Earthworm Jim, Bigfoot Bill, but I can't wait to donate to his next GoFundMe comic book, God Hates Gays.
Thank you for censoring that, Andy. Thank you.
If you pay now for the extended goal, you'll get the outside of the plastic of the comic dipped in holy water to keep vampires and gays away. Thank you very much, Doug.
or vampire gays.
The worst, right? Oh man! Oh, who else? Justin Wang. Hey, nice to see you. Nice to see you.
What's up, man?
Or as the world calls him, Patient Zero.
You're welcome for brave and neat like everybody.
Justin Wang, you make some pretty good videos, but damn, do you make a mean bat soup? And by mean, I don't mean delicious. I mean as in infested with corona. People online know Justin Wang as the guy who makes Tales from the Internet videos. People in his neighborhood know him as the guy who gave the Uber driver corona. and I'll probably skip this next joke, actually.
You need it.
Okay, fine.
You can tell it's me off the air.
No, I'll read it. And I know him as, well, I can't say it because Ralph told me I'm not allowed to use racial slurs on the show, but I'll give you 2 clues. It rhymes with blink and it's ruining our world. After I watch a Justin Wang video, now I gotta use hand sanitizer. but finally, about you, Justin. I don't know about you all, but I got an idea for your new video, Justin Wang. Your next video should be called An Apology to Spain. All right. Okay, so this is the next section that was supposed to be for Brittany Venti. I'm going to say it anyway. I don't care. I was supposed to start it and go, and we got Sid from Ice Age here. Oh, wait, Brittany Venti, because her eyes. Hey, remember that time
Brittany does her eyes?
Yeah. No, that's just drunken tangents right now. Remember that time Brittany Venti, her cat took a shit on her bed and she picked it up with her bare hands and threw it in the trash? She's such a filth bag that she's the only person in the world immune from the coronavirus. She's so filthy that milk doesn't come out of her big titties. It's garbage juice. God damn. Imagine what her room smells like. Now imagine what her cunt smells like. If you plan to eat her out, bring a toilet brush and a bucket of bleach. I heard she's gonna start streaming for a much cleaner place. A fucking dumpster. All right. We got Nick Ricada. How you doing, Nick?
Yeah.
Hold on, Doug. Will you pray for me first?
I'm sending one up right now.
To the audience, the chat. If you ever need an inebriated alcoholic to defend you in court, call Nick Ricada. Yes, if you need legal advice, he has a promotion on right now. He has free consultations that come with a free shot of Fireball. Good job on the Vic case, by the way. I've never seen alcohol destroy something so quick, except that time I saw Ralph walk through Miami, or when I was locked in that hotel room with him. I'd love to watch Nick in court and see what it looks like to watch the Trailer Park Boys defend people in court. And I want to thank Dame Pesos. Thank you very much for contributing to the roast there. It's pretty funny he contributed that, but what else? What else would he contribute? Fucking tacos? And I know you're thinking, Andy, he's Chilean. Whatever. The wall will still keep him out. Awesome. Josh, people call you a feeder because you do mukbang videos. I call you a feeder because you look like an adult cast member from the movie Heavyweights. Thank God you were added in, because that's just what we needed. Someone that sounds like they're whining all the time. Hey guys, how you doing? It's time to roast. Josh, the owner of Kiwi Farms. Some people claim it's a place incels hang out. And after talking to Josh, we now have evidence. Thank you very much, Josh. And Dick Masterson, the man of the hour. I wrote main of the hour here in my thing because I'm drunk. I'd love to get a haircut like you. What do I ask for when I go to the barber? The Cowardly Lion? This motherfucker's built like a fucking grown-up Cabbage Patch doll. You look like you could either be in a 70s rock band or a date rapist. You have a lot of range. Dick, I love hearing your stories. You got so many great stories. Tell us about how Maddox sued you for the 1000th time again. Never gets old. It's too bad your co-host Sean isn't here, Dick. We all love Sean. We could always use a lot more blinking on the streams these days. I can't tell if he's got something in his eye, has Tourette's, or if he's trying to constantly gay wink at you. For Doug's sake, I hope it's not the third. Dick has talked about doing drugs a lot before. Hey, Dick, do us a favor and try this new drug you haven't tried before called cyanide. Thank you. But seriously, I'm fucking around with all of you. I love you all. Thank you very much.
You're doing good. You're doing great.
And sorry, Wang, I was on a roll with those.
It's all good. Give it up for Mr. Andy Worski.
Yeah.
He took the project seriously. That was the idea behind the show, by the way.
Someone has watched a roast before. Amazing.
Yeah, exactly. Now, I'm the MC. I try to do what I can do, but Worski went all out with it. I have to give him credit. Okay.
Thank you.
Now, Josh, you're next.
Give me a sec.
All right.
Dick Masterson is a 40-something-year-old recovering alcoholic, most notable for proving alchemy is an empirical science by transmuting medics into golds. For the people asking if Brittany Venti's tits look in different directions like her eyes from a trustworthy source, I can tell you that they do. Big props to one of the only people that I can recognize in the panel, which is Rakita, for not saying anything, which will be the most intelligent decision made tonight. And Ralph, I don't know what can be said about Ralph that hasn't been said in 1,000 pages, but I want to say that he is a true expert in love, not because of his prior relationships, but because of his enduring friendship with Gator.
That's true. It's rock solid. Unlike my marriage. You can't beat me. You can't beat me to the punch when it comes to making fun of myself. But anyway, go ahead. Yes.
I'm not making fun of you.
Well, that's the point of the show. I mean,
Josh is like, these are facts.
Yeah, it's true.
I think that's it. Well, I mean, I don't know Doug. I hope him well in the upcoming apocalypse. Maybe he will be raptured from Earth by coronavirus.
There you go.
And yeah, that's it. Go fuck yourself.
Oh, that was a really great follow-up on Worski there. You did a great job. You did a great job. The audience are they're in stitches right now. They can barely control themselves, Josh. I
wrote it on the shitter before he came on.
I wrote this literally as I got on and listened to Andy Worski, and my notes are literally what I read about Dick Masterson verbatim. Then Venti Tits, then Nick, nothing following Nick. Then Ralph, 1,000 pages. Ralph, expert of love because of you. And that's, I mean, what can I say about
it? Was
about
solid.
Dick?
I mean, I was just complimenting you. I don't know why you're getting so upset. I was.
This is the man who commands the phalanx of incels.
It's really that easy, isn't it?
Usually, I have some writers on it. I wasn't aware that this was going to be scripted.
If you ever need a magnifying glass to look at the load you just sprayed on a girl's forehead, that's what that roast just was.
All right, Mad Cucks, it's you, sir.
Well, thank you, Ethan Ralph, you looking like me piece of shit. It's about time we get to one of the fucking people here who can say something without reading it off the fucking sheet of paper in the most filtered, annoying way humanly possible. Jesus fucking Christ, you people. We've got Doug Tenapple on the stage. He roasted Dick right up there up front. He's been doing the same Earthworm Jim character since the 90s. I mean, can you fucking believe that? Using the same worn-out material for 25 years? Because I sure can't. Nick Recatus here. I'm surprised he was able to pull himself away from all the anime weeb debauchery to do something other than support his compound to stage the next Waco, Texas as the new leader of the Branch Davidians. 51 days is the high score, Nick. I bet you can beat it this time.
It's called hentai and it's art.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. We've got Justin Wang, who's just his name makes you think of cum jars, and that's before you even get involved in his like internet career that's going on. Seriously though, if Justin Wang can make a career out of being recognized on Twitter for being an extra in Netflix shows, he'd be making a lot more money than he is on YouTube, because I'm sure his shit's getting demonetized. We got Andy Worski, who managed to, in his pre-written speech about literally everyone on the stage, including Brittany Venti, who's not here, not mention me. So the only thing I can respond to that with is, I don't even know who the fuck you are. I'm very disappointed. I'm very, very disappointed that Brittany Venti could not be here, because the great thing about watching Brittany Venti videos is that her face looks just like my face after the laptop battery dies while I'm jerking off, and I just see my own look of disappointment. But let's really set the ovens to 450 degrees, because it's time for a roasting of my friend Dick Masterson. Now, if you're upset that I didn't pre-write any of this stuff beforehand, you've obviously never sat in a mountain bunker 5 minutes before recording time while Dick's thinking to himself, hey, what should I do with my rage this week? Like, man, your podcast makes $25,000 a month, and you can't bother to think up rages more than 20 minutes before the show goes live? Are you fucking kidding me? This guy delays bonus episodes like Roseanne Barr delays getting her fucking face lifted again so she doesn't look like a goddamn fucking scarecrow. Dick Masterson's a bad man, and this is why you should not let him on the Killstream Hall of Fame. Because I said so. And I think everybody knows that I'm a very reliable source. In all seriousness, Dick Masterson is a guy who is taken making fun of a dude to such an extreme that he has an army of dedicated fans who will do literally anything he says. I mean, for all we know, he was telling people to eat fish tank cleaner, and that's what killed those two old folks. But, you know, I really can't think of a better group of degenerates you could get together than Dick Masterson and Ethan Ralph and put them together. And then, you know, he can just call Ethan my name and pretend we can throw some crowns on Ralph. It's basically the same thing.
It's the same.
But I want to say congratulations. You're now part of this whole hive of degeneracy. And, I would say I hope you're proud of yourself, but I think we all know by the smug look on Dick's face every 5 minutes, he's very, very, very proud of himself.
Very good.
I think that's a safe bet. Thank you, Mad Tux.
Thank you. Thank you
Yeah,
very
that's
much.
good.
Also, we've eaten through the panel a lot faster than I had planned because I thought Josh and Wang would talk a little bit more. No, not trying to put them on the spot or anything. I wouldn't do anything like that.
You blame them for it, for your feelings.
I don't want to put them on the spot, but you know, I do what I can as the booker. I thought they would have a little. You know, they're great people.
Yeah.
All right, but we have clips, thankfully, as well. Also, we have Nick Ricada, and we have you as well. So we're not totally drained just yet, but we're getting there. All right, now here goes. Of course, probably the most famous Dick Masterson clip on the Killstream. I never get tired of playing it though, and there's a few here, including your argument with Randbot last year, which was pretty funny too.
Wait,
Dick,
did you just say you like sit at home and watch clips from your own show, like in your pastime? You just pull up like your greatest hits and go through them.
No, actually,
Look, it's either that or he hits the pill bottle. Okay, come on.
Actually, if you
Listen,
want to know
when you're lazy, you just have to clip out old content and repost it as new content, and then you get money that way.
Yeah, exactly.
It's simple.
But I didn't actually.
He wakes up after being drunk. He wakes
No,
up. It's on
actually-
autoplay, and you're like, "Oh, that was good."
No, it's actually worse than that. Well, you got a lot to talk about, but anyway, it's worse than that. It's worse than that because somebody actually sent me this in an email. I've never seen this link in my life before, like 2 hours ago. So somebody else did all the prep for me, Josh. When you're a VIP, that's what they do. I don't have to do any work. People send me everything, so I just pull it up, you know. And that's what I'm going to do right now. Do you guys have the clip?
No.
Yeah.
All right, let's hit it. Let's hit it right now.
I love this. I'm seeing on the chat.
I love
that
this.
I'm seeing on the
No,
chat
I
that
see
I'm
it
blue
too.
pilled.
I see it too.
Guys, I don't give a fuck about these bombs. I don't give a fuck about these bombs.
Also, Dick. Yeah.
Talking about it means you. What's up?
Just go ahead. We'll let it play through yours because it was a double. It was a double play. I forgot that it pumped through.
Oh
your
shit.
head.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where do you want me to start?
No, it's fine. Just go ahead and just restart it. I guess. Yeah.
You got it. You got it, Big Daddy. Quarantine me, Daddy. Here you go.
I love this. I'm seeing on the chat that I'm blue pilled.
Yeah, no, I
I'm in
see it
three
too.
parentheses. Guys, I don't give a fuck about these bombs. I don't give a fuck about these bombs. Neither should you. Talking about it means you are blue pilled, you stupid fucking sheep. Talking about it at all is a nothing. Talking about these bombs is a way to show you ads. Talking about these bombs at all is a way to keep you looped into cable news. They don't fucking matter. The only thing that matters is your fucking money. And I guarantee you your money is being stripped away from you by the fucking Fed and by the fucking banks, you stupid cocksuckers. You telling me I'm blue-pilled? Fuck you, you motherfuckers. I'm black fucking pilled. I'm the blackest stairs took into the dark night. You fucking sheep. You sheeple, you're the NPCs, you stupid pricks. You give a fuck about a bomb sent to who knows what? Who the fuck cares? Send 10,000 bombs to every fucking newspaper on the place. You know what? Every newspaper in the U.S. got a bomb sent to them, and they'll write about it for fucking weeks. None of that shit matters. None of that shit matters. It doesn't fucking matter at all. The only thing that matters is your goddamn money, and it's being sucked away from you with higher interest rates, and you're too fucking stupid to realize it because you're living on credit. Statistically, you're living on fucking credit, and you're hooked in to you're fucking hooked into a system that's sucking it away from you. You are currently commenting on a system run by globalist bankers telling me on the fucking parentheses, fuck you, you stupid cocksuckers, fuck you. Man, tell me I'm fucking blue pilled, you stupid pricks. Fuck bombs, fuck you.
Now that's what I call fed posting.
That's good.
Hey, Nick, you may want to get checked for the boomer remover after that one, buddy.
Oh man, Ralph, I get why it really sucks to be drunk, right, and go on a stream.
It sucks. That's never happened to me before. That's not how my whole career has been built.
Man.
Yeah.
I had to wipe my speaker off.
You want me to keep playing it, or was that it?
I think that's. I mean, if there's a little bit more, it was 353. I don't know how far I can't see.
I'm at 220.
Okay, well keep going.
Keep playing it. Okay, here you go.
Is actually agreeing the fact that we both saying that this is to do with the Federal Reserve.
No, I know how interest rates work too. By the way, look, an oligarchy of banks controls the entire fucking economy, and they're incentivized by the global economy to improve profits for them because money means absolutely nothing. It's not fucking real. The only thing that matters is that they raise rates globally for their own interests, and all of us feed on each other with a currency that only matters to us. But they raise rates to make the American dollar, which funds which is the foundational currency of your entire world, better for them. Fuck! Don't you fucking tell me that I don't know. Don't you fucking tell me that I'm ignorant of global economy. Fuck you. You know what? Bring fucking patio furniture. Bring Medicare on here. He'll fool you on the fucking economy. Anyway, I'm fucking sorry. Fuck you.
Did you call it patio furniture?
This means patio furniture.
What I just heard.
Isn't that his fucking name?
Oh my god.
Oh Jesus. I think you can stop it. You can go ahead and stop it now. Yeah, that was actually the first time I ever heard. I believe you coined the term. Well, yes. As far as it goes with talking about Medicare, yeah, I think you coined that term for him there, right there on that segment.
Yeah, I'm glad he made it out of that harrowing doxing alive. Wow, God, is that what I sound like when I'm drunk? I got to drink so I forget that, so I don't think to stop drinking. Jeez.
No, that's what it sounds so angry.
It's better than
like when
stay
you
back.
That's what it sounds like when you borrow the fucking DeLorean to go into the future to listen to a dementia-riddled Ron Paul go on a rant. Jesus Christ.
Dick sounds less angry when he's drunk.
I am.
It's the banks and the interest rates. It's the banks, you cocks. It's the banks.
It sounds like music to me, though. Like, I don't even pay attention to the words. I just listen to the music that I'm singing, and I think I would fuck that guy. Now,
throw out the Discord link. We will also take callers, as this was also a contingency plan that I spoke of before the stream started. So throw out the link. This is actually during the Kavanaugh hearing, and it's anchored by me and my ex-wife, but we're still going to play it anyway because it's a good club. Now, here goes the link. It's in the chat.
It has pictures of Dick on it. That's amazing.
Yeah. Now, here goes the link.
Don't open it, Doug.
I know.
Now, this is Dick Masterson's shocking confession Killstream Live. We did a stream. Actually, we covered the Kavanaugh stream pretty much start to finish.
Oh my.
That
This
day.
is one of the happiest times in my life, Ralph. I got to. I mean, I know that you're supposed to thank each other at the end of the show after you're done.
I'm sure you're going to thank me quite well. But yeah, go ahead and play it. I mean, it's on you, right? You're the one.
Here you go. Tell me if you can hear it. Okay, if this volume's high enough. Here you go.
It's in the green room. Get Teen Wiener.
Really?
Right fucking
Yeah,
now.
it's
Get him.
Wow. All right, here we go. Mr. Masterson, how you doing, sir?
Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? Are you watching this shit show? Are you enjoying this shit show? Or are you tearing your arms off so you can beat yourself?
I'm enjoying it. This is fucking funny. This is grade A material, Dick.
You know what? I had a confession to make after watching this poor man Kavanaugh get so viciously maligned in Congress. I got a confession to make. It was me. I'm the one who molested. I was 1 year. I remember it like it was. I don't remember everything. I remember the stairs. I remember the room, but I had a hankering for some. You know, it had been a year since I'd been inside a woman. At that point, really speed up for some gash. And I don't remember how I got to this party with all these high school kids, but I sauntered upstairs at 1 year old and I tapped my cigar like baby fucking Herman, and I found this one mousy bitch out of the hole, and I said, "Oh yeah, here's my mark. This mousy bitch." I lured her into the room and I jumped out from behind a door like Chucky, like Chucky the dog. And I put my hand around her mouth and I said, "Yeah, give it up, bitch. Give me those sweet sandbags you got there. I'm gonna fuck your belly button because that's where I thought babies came from." I spent a good 5 minutes looking for the tea because that's where I thought you stuck your dick. I didn't know about pussies at that point. She fought me off, but I feel compelled to confess that I was the one who molested Ford. It wasn't Kavanaugh at all. I had a little toupee on. I went in disguise so I could get a big lantern head and a toupee. So I looked exactly like Kavanaugh. And I was wearing stilts and I had my dad's coat on, and I was walking in. I was 1 year old and I was walking around in a big suit. That's what. So that's what. It's a mistaken identity. It's a case of.
Is there time to get you to Washington to correct this?
No, I have the reverse selective fear of flying, where I'm only afraid right now. Usually I'm not afraid of flying, but right now I am afraid of flying, so I can't do it. I did take a polygraph test, though. I stuck a.
There are many factorials in this, Dick. There are many factorials.
Yeah. I'm free to give a polygraph test, though.
But you don't know who paid for it.
Yeah, I gotta go. I need to pay for it, though. Go to patreon.com/stereo.
Is Asterios gonna do the polygraph?
Yes, Asterios is gonna do the most relaxing man in the world. And my grandma just died, but that's there you go.
Why are we laughing maniacally at that?
Polygraph test. So I'm gonna go dig up my dead grandma and hook her up to the polygraph test like a Weekend at Bernie's style polygraph test. Look, I haven't thought of all the logistics, but I did want to come clean and get that off of my chest. And my conscience has really been bothering me about it.
Thank you. I'm glad you stopped by and shared that with us. By the way, you're gonna be back on Saturday for the charity stream for the St. Jude's stream.
Yeah.
Oh God, foreshadowing.
That went well.
Yes. Oh God! Wow, the kingpin. Foreshadowing.
Yeah. I can't help but notice how much Nora sounds like me in that clip.
She does kind of actually.
Stunning and brave. The nation is inspired by you.
Stand behind you, Dick.
You know what? I think that one of these Democratic senators, like, I wouldn't be surprised if one of them came out with a like crayon drawing of a Congressional Medal of Honor that their daughter, that like they're right now, they're like scribbling it out on a piece of construction paper, like, oh, this will really kill him. And then they come out and go, you know what? My daughter drew this Congressional Medal of Honor for you because of your bravery in coming here today. And I wish we could give you a real one, but Trump.
Obama to give you a medal.
So you're just gonna have to take this one that my daughter drew for you.
Inspired my 12-year-old.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Dick. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah. I'll see you guys soon.
Now that was the Hall of Fame clip there. One of them.
Wow.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
There we go. We have a few more, but let's see. We have some people on the phone lines as well. I see Crippled Jesus in here. I think it's only appropriate that we bring him in, right?
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, he's a big part of the Dick Show.
Hey, bring Crippled Jesus in. I got to jump, guys.
Okay, yeah, take it easy. Go ahead, Crippled
Doug,
Jesus.
before you go, can you explain to Crippled Jesus what your God did to him?
Oh no!
I can't explain what God did to all you guys. All right,
Thank you, sir.
Thanks so much for having me on, Ralph.
Thank you, sir.
Great job on all your roasts, guys. I so appreciate that. And
I appreciate that.
congratulations.
Plug your
Dick.
shit. Plug your shit.
Thank you, Doug. Thank you.
Yep. God bless you.
All right.
See you guys.
Yep.
Screw all of you. Screw all of you.
Differently than Crippled Jesus, though. I hope he blesses me.
All right, so now gays are allowed on the show, by the way.
All right,
And now Crippled Jesus.
Go ahead, Crippled Jesus. You're on the Killstream Hall of Fame edition.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
I'm a little bit out of breath. I just got back from my 5K.
Wow.
All right, that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I just wanted to. I have a question for America's Wingman here because I know he's so good with the women.
Yeah, go for it.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
There's this chick that I'm gonna bang tomorrow on Tinder. She's coming to my house in the afternoon, but the only problem is she has a hideous vein on her right tit, and I was wondering, what should I think of to get that out of my head?
How big are her tits?
Well, I feel like while we're fucking, I feel like I'm just gonna zoom in on that tit vein, and my autism is gonna drive me crazy.
Wow, beggars can be choosers after all. Like, you're gonna zoom in on her titty vein, and that's what you're worried about?
It's
How can you not like the
pretty
titty vein?
terrible.
You gotta embrace the titty vein, man.
I thought my toothpick legs were bad, but I guess I'm looking pretty good.
Is this left tit or right tit?
Huh?
Is this left tit or right tit? I'm trying to figure out the geometry. It's the right tit. Are you right-handed?
Fair question.
I am right-handed.
So just plant that right hand over the right tit and then just leave it there.
That would be over the left tit. God, you fucking can't even. You can't even tell right and left. Jesus Christ.
You can't tell right and left.
Wait, but can Crippled
Crippled, why don't you just get drunk enough that it doesn't matter, right? Like,
You gotta remember that if a titty vein is God's way of telling you that there's something wrong with her, and you are all right. That's it. Just keep it in mind. Think about it like that. Change the way you're thinking about it. And if all else fails, master the art of just keeping her in a position like a sculpture, like in a pumpkin. So you can, because women have one good angle. They got 360 degrees to whip their heads around, but probably like 1 or 2 of those degrees is good. Just like find it and make it good for you, man. That's what you got to do. Does that help?
Yeah. We're gonna be in my favorite position. I'm gonna give her to Stephen Hawking.
I like this guy.
All right, Crippled Jesus, do you have anything else? Also, call in. I'm throwing the link out in the green room. I even copied and pasted it. Go ahead, Jesus.
I love the show, and I'm glad that Dick's Day has finally come.
It's finally come, yes.
The sound of it, Jesus Christ.
Thank
this guy's
you.
Getting laid in Corona, in lockdown, Corona land. Crippled Jesus is getting laid left and right in his fucking chair like a war mock. He's rolling through his spike his wheels like Spartacus.
Running through.
And he's bitching about a tit vein. What a fuck. The fuck you, Crippled Jesus. Oh, fucking have fun. Come inside her, kill her, and then hide her body.
No.
Disavow.
Disavow.
In Minecraft, I'm sorry.
Yes, we disavow completely. Thank you, Crippled Jesus. I appreciate you. Okay, let's keep going. Just JD says, I'm a female that still loves dick. Congrats. Thank you.
What do you mean still?
I don't know. Maybe in spite of everything. I don't know what she meant about that. But
if you haven't disappointed her in bed
that
yet.
one time.
I'm more surprised that we have a female viewer. That was the thing that, that got me, but I appreciate that. Thank you, JD. Scrublord Man says, I worked with Dick once. He hanged drywall for me. Okay. All right. Dictator says, this fucking stream is going to go down in history. For better or for ill. Yeah, that's true.
Or it'll just go down.
If Ralph's lucky, then he can just play off not having anything else. I'm like, look, it's down. We'll come back tomorrow.
Who knows what happened? Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow, 5 days a week. Also, dlive.tv/The Ralph Retort live here, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. All right. Augie says, very nice final appearance from Worski. He had to go out with style. Quambomb87 says, Adam Race Worski came in with a chainsaw tonight. Scrublord Man says, Dick makes millions, keeps stealing welfare checks. Oh, no, that's tragic. Mount Hill says, Mad Cucks rocks. Quambomb87 says, Worski chainsaw, Mad Cucks brought a bazooka, gold, he says.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Colada Derek says, best roast so far, Mad Cucks and Worski. I'll assume you left me out, but I'm... Salvor, actually, I would agree with that too, by the way. Salvor Praxis says, Wang brought the viral pink eye. I didn't know about that. Shinchan256B says, any black-pilled rant after this awful humor, Dick. We do what we can. Mount Hell says, no worries. The Fed has infinite money. That comforts me every time I go to sleep at night. The Fed, they have our best interest at heart at the Federal Reserve. Yeah, you know how it goes. Pits of Cowboys says, he links a thing that I can't pull up immediately because I just can't. And I'll put it in the show links and let you guys see what it is first. It's the we did play that last night, actually. I know what you're talking about. Dickie TD says, great show, great people. My insomnia's run out. Z's. Oh, I'm sorry you couldn't make it. Well, it'll be up on podcast, Spotify, Apple. Somehow we're still on both of those exchanges. I don't know how that happened, but the Killstream is still up. At least until you hear the sound of this voice. Maybe that will key them in, but we are still up on Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, Castbox, Overcast, all the fucking shit. We're up there. Shinchan256B says, sing Ram Ranch, guys. We do have a Ram Ranch clip, believe it or not. Mount Hell says, 18 naked cowboys in the showers at Ram Ranch. Weepy P Hole says, Sippy Boy greater than Donga at getting pussy. Studio IKN says, Justin Wang, the guy you settle with when you run out of wavy web surf videos. There we go.
Damn, the funny thing is Wavy gets those comments about me, too.
There we go.
It's
Now
like
explain that. Break that down for people who don't know what the fuck's going on.
It jumped right in at that.
Oh, no, yeah. Like, me and Wavy basically make an identical style of videos.
Right.
So,
now tell people,
so
wait.
If you're
Tell
a Wavy
people.
fan, If
Hold
you're
on,
a Wavy fan, you watch me when you run out of his videos. If you're a me fan, you watch his videos when you run out of mine.
Now, what kind of videos is it that you make? I know this already, but just for people, yeah, go ahead.
Talking about old internet stories. I did one today about these people who, it was an old website from 1998 where they said these two 18-year-olds who like looked like they were 30 were going to live stream themselves losing their virginity on the internet. And the guy behind this was a total nut job, and it eventually all leads to him harassing relatives of the Malaysian flight.
They emailed me. The Malaysian, those
Really?
people emailed me. Yeah, I did. I pulled up their email on a stream once because this fucking crazy bitch was asking me for money because she said that the Malaysia flight was a Chinese staged incident because they were harvesting organs or some shit.
Yeah.
And I looked that up and I found that guy and I found out that story about the virginity thing.
See, after making that video, like certain people that you cover on these kinds of things just have a vibe. Like they're gonna reach out to me and it's gonna be fucking weird. And I got that vibe for them. So knowing that they did that to you, I'm waiting for the fucking email now.
Yeah, they were soliciting donations because they were writing an expose, and she said she got mysteriously fired from her position writing at Fox News or something after that.
Yeah, she was a producer at Fox Cable, used her email address, and the initial news stories said that she was raising funds for the mission, for the relatives of the people on the Malaysian flight. And it turned out she was like harassing this woman whose boyfriend went missing, saying that they're all alive and she knows what happened to them. And it was all like a Falun Gong organ harvesting cover up. And then she sends a video of her husband who made the website in a hospital bed crying that he's having visions of the Malaysian flight.
All right, now I just wanted you to lay that out there for people. I mean, most people know who you are, but just to make sure you never been on this show and you showed up with no set, and so I just wanted to give you a chance.
You did a really shitty job, so we just wanted to let people know when you can unsubscribe from.
Well, I appreciate you allowing me on this, despite ruining the episode. Sorry about ruining the episode, Ralph.
Wait. You being on, I had like 9 amazing jokes about you. Thank you for being on.
I mean, it was all kind of hack stuff, but it's better than having nothing.
Oh wow!
Dang.
At least he had
People laugh.
something.
Yeah, at least
something.
Yeah, I was like, type something on a notepad.
Oh, very kind of Wayne to come on. All right, Oren Aurelian says, Dick, what's your hamster's name? And is it Despacito? I guess would be the second part of that.
It's John Hamm. John Hamm. Real John Hamm on Instagram.
You haven't. Wait.
Yeah.
I would have rewritten everything had I known you had a personalized Instagram for your hamster. Is that true?
Yeah, Real John Hamster. Go there. Real John Hamster.
This fucking quarantine is taking its toll on you, isn't it? I have to say.
To get through the quarantine, I had to take another animal and quarantine it into a smaller space. To psychologically, when I just feel it's like Superman's Fortress of Solitude, I go sit in front of the hamster and go, oh, yeah, how do you like that, bitch? How do you like that? You don't even have a constitution and you're still dealing with it.
Stacy Martiri says, first Hall of Fame, Mexican diversity is our greatest strength. True.
Yep.
True. Shinchan256B says, where are the tits, Ralph? That's a good question. I'll see if I can rectify that. I tried. Sam Hyde 76 says, podcast gang. Indeed. Thank you, sir. Shout out to the podcast gang who may be listening to this. I would say at work, but 3.5 million of you got put off work, so maybe not. I'm not sure. Wherever you're listening to this, maybe I shouldn't make light of that, Dick. I don't know, but I did. Anyway, Pensive Cowboy says, Steve Akoy, really lighting Adam Ray Swarsky up? Dictator says, Justin almost made a Jetus Pog Slammer at work. Is it Jetus or is it
Jetus? All right, so this was there was this sticker of this weird 4-legged thing that like nobody could know where it came from, and so like that was like this whole mystery. It turned out to be the guy who drew the original G.I. Joe made this character, but people were trying to figure out where the fuck it came from online for like a pretty long time.
Aoki.
And a bunch of people made that stuff.
That's the name that you say. By the way, I was watching your videos while I was in El Paso. It was I can't remember the game now, but you were trying to find this game. It was some like I want to say
game?
farmer simulator. Yeah, basically, yeah, how I would describe it. And I was watching a lot of your shit in El Paso. Did you ever find that game? I guess just for my
No.
own. Okay.
Here's the thing too, like if there's been a few videos where I'll kind of cover something that people are looking for, and the Gatus thing was like one thing where it got found pretty quickly, but then like after if it doesn't happen quickly, then you wind up with like a lot of people saturating it with bullshit, and I feel like that's happened a bit with the farming thing.
Yeah, if it's not found in a couple days or a couple hours, especially with the type of reach you have, you know what I mean? Like, then you're going to be sifting through all kinds of leads and stuff like that. All right, let's see here. Boldy Spicy says, great show, Ralph. Love you, Dick, and Noel. I love all those people as well, including myself, some days. Also, Noel and I have a weird chemistry, but I completely forgot. He actually filled in on that Kavanaugh stream, and he was there for hours and hours.
Yeah,
I thought he was your wife. That was even.
Yeah. that's that weird chemistry he's talking about. He can't even remember when he thinks about streams in the past.
I can't
Thank
really
God Doug's gone.
I can't really describe it. I'm not sure what it is. But yeah, you know, he actually did, and several of those era of kill streams he was a big part of. So shout out to him and thank you to him.
That's actually my favorite memory of the kill stream is that Kavanaugh hearing, because it was like 8 hours and we had like 6,000 people there, and it was just me, you, and Nora, and it was a pretty good time.
And it was the whole stream. It was just me, you, and her, and we took calls, and you know, Dick dropped in. I think Jim came in at one point. I'm not sure. I know he was in the chat. It was a pretty cool stream, yeah. And I'm glad originally I wasn't going to do that stream. And then once we started, of course, we had to, you know, do all, 18 hours, whatever. It wasn't actually 18 hours, but it was like...
It was 8 hours.
It was like 8 or 9 hours. Yeah, it was seriously 8 or 9 hours. And I have that stream. I think if you check bitshoot.com/The Ralph Retort, I'll go ahead and upload that because... it's out there, but it's a little bit harder to find, and I didn't upload it to the podcast because it's so fucking long. I don't think I ever uploaded that, so check out BitChute. I'll put it up. All right, let's see. Where am I?
That's why we need you, Ralph. 'Cause
Yeah.
You'll do we need you in those moments of crisis.
when those who have a life, those who have a life, they can't partake, and I will just jump in head first.
We'll just show up and do
That's
it.
kind of the story of my whole that's the story of my whole career, Gamergate and all that. Yeah, just autism. But what else can you?
Won't be very long. Those cops were anti-men. Those cops were. They were fixing man. I was sleeping on the couch. They came up with a tight rubber band like you have on your around my balls. I whipped around, bam, pop, pow. Next thing I know, 8 months in prison.
Actually, Dick, it was county jail. I want to correct you there, and that's a common misnomer. Not that it really matters, but
you were in.
I was in. Yeah, exactly. You know what? There was a guy who was in federal prison for 23 years there, and he said, "This is like kindergarten. Like this is not even this is not even real fucking jail. Like what is this? This is some gay shit. Like honestly, I'm not kidding. That's how he described it.
One time, did you ever have a bandana wrapped around your head?
No bandanas. No nothing.
Not even once.
Nope. And also because the severity of my crime was so tough that I fell asleep drunk on a hotel couch. They put me in a max cell, so I didn't have to share the cell.
Wait. What do your farts sound like these days?
So what?
What do your farts sound like these days?
They sound crystal clear. Or are they supposed to sound clearer or not as clear? I didn't get fucked up.
I don't know. You tell me. I mean, I'm asking you a question. People can infer from your answer what happened.
A lot of questions about what farts are supposed to sound like.
Yeah, you seem to be an expert on that. What?
Just compare them with Milo Yiannopoulos. If they sound the same, then I've got some bad news or some good news potentially.
I did not get anally raped, if that's what you're alluding to.
You interpreted from my question that I was saying that. I don't know why you would get that impression.
Yeah.
Ralph, we know you can't rape the willing anyway.
Yes.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yes. Thank you, Vic Mignogna. I mean, Nick Recato. Yes, thank you. All right, let's keep going. Pensive Cowboy says, sorry, Dick, this is a pro grandma sipping stream. Let's see. Pensive Cowboy says, wait, fuck, that disappeared. Okay, here it goes. Steve Aoki, he's sitting right there, Ralph. Oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have. You're right. I should have been more cognizant. Okay, also, there's a couple of stream elements, and then we're going to go to Nick Recato, so if he wants to prepare. Jamie Birch says, Worski simultaneously killing it and bombing. Amazing work. Amazing work, guys. Thank you. Let me refresh just to make sure. Wait, Chris Crosscut Block 84 says, is Dick even a real Mexican? I've not once heard the guy speak a lick of Spanish. Dude is a poser. And this is from a Tex-Mex, he says.
Whoa, chinga tu madre, cabron. Chinga tu madre. That's what I do. Chinga tu madre. I do the go fuck yourself string. But if you got a Mexican last name, it's chinga tu madre.
Can you say something in regards?
Don't speak any Spanish.
But wait, can you speak?
That was fuck your mom in Spanish.
Is that?
Yeah, no. For my annual go fuck yourself stream. If you're Mexican, if you subscribe to my Patreon, every single Patreon gets a go fuck yourself. It's 3 hours. I tell every single person to go fuck yourself. But if you have a Mexican last name, I tell you to go chinga tu madre.
Now, can you say anything just off the cuff in Spanish?
What do you?
I mean, insult me. I mean, just use me for the target.
Donde está biblioteca? He says Mexican is Taco Bell, people.
Tú estás gordas as fuck.
All right, Jamie Bird says, Worski... Oh, I already read that. Okay. Quebec Films says, Chris the Kiwi looking like an old Mike Stocksluska? Sorry. But at least...
Mike
Yes, sorry.
Wow, they do look similar. Holy shit.
And then he says, at least his face is bigger than Dick's. Love you all. Patreon.com/Asterios. That was the one guy I was working. Actually, I'm kidding. I didn't even ask him. I didn't even ask him. Now I'm thinking I should have asked him. There's no way.
Asterios doesn't ask her either.
No, God. You know what? There's no way he would have came on, but now I'm thinking I should have asked him. Just
ask him now. He might show up immediately.
I think does he still follow me on Twitter? I think so. That's the only thing my life revolves around, Twitter. So I don't know. I'll see if I can find him. But
how many more lives are you gonna ruin, Dick? Asterios had to go into the dark, submerge himself into the swamp to hide from the
wow, dude! He actually blocked me. Are you fucking serious?
No, are you asking me what my goal is or what I would be satisfied with?
No, how many sacrifices to save the blood? How many more LA-based comedians do you have to completely ruin?
The thing about Dick Masterson is that he doesn't do this willfully. Dick Masterson is like a big sun, right? And he's got a Corona, and all these beta orbiter comedians try and slide in, and they get into his Corona, and it just burns them up. You have to be pure of rage, otherwise it'll burn you up and destroy you. Like, you're playing with fire just being associated with this man. You have a 1 in 5 chance of getting terminal ass blastedness and never being the same on the internet ever again, just by talking on this stream. Do you understand that? I mean, Josh Moon used to be this anonymous, 4chan doctor guy, and then pictures of him came out. We found out who he really was, and you weren't really surprised in any way.
Everybody on both sides went, damn it, that's what he looks like.
It's hard to argue with that. By the way, here's the screenshot. I'm kind of disappointed, Dick. Why did he block? Honestly, I went easy on this guy. We really didn't even talk about that very much. The whole Asterios arc. And I never even checked it till this day. But he has me blocked. Are you serious? Why?
I don't think he ever wanted to be part of it.
Well, that's true.
It's I think that's the sad truth of it. It was. I think it was traumatic for him to be there, always. Sadly,
from the beginning, after
Yeah.
the big show, or
yeah, because even his before Asterios' first time on my show, it was like episode 17 or something like that. He flew into LA and he was going to go on Maddox's show, and I said, "Yeah, come on in, it'll be great." And he had because he was in to replace me on The Biggest Problem for 77. But even before then, somebody released chat logs of him talking to Maddox's girlfriend at that point, who's now married and getting railed by another guy, as is tradition with Maddox.
Is that metal? Is that a certain metal J or
metal?
I didn't know if you were allowed to say.
Yeah, Jessica Bloom.
Okay.
But it was like, oh yeah, he was kind of playing it off like some bullshit. I just don't think he just goes where the wind is, and that's anywhere around me, that's a dangerous spot to be. You guys know that. You don't give a fuck about the wind. You're rocks.
Well, you were
no, Dick. We're people. We're people. There's different than rocks. Fucking idiot.
But I mean,
Indians aren't people.
But you were clearly well. I mean, you're on the show now. You're perfectly well aware of the type of comedy we delve into and all this and that. I think Asterios. So we had him on solo, and I think he was just the main guest, and Jim ended up coming on just out of the woodwork, basically. Yeah. And it just turned into like he didn't really understand the type of place he was in.
That's the story of his life, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I felt bad for him almost. He really didn't know where he was at, and the fact that, I mean, I get made fun of, everybody gets made fun of. People started making fun of transgendered individuals, and like that made him super uncomfortable. It's like, okay, well, do you actually know where you're at right now? I don't know. That was the.
You're right, man. You're a beneficiary of all the privilege you're talking about. Like if there's any kind of trans people who like making fun of them, this is when you indulge them.
Yeah, he just seemed out of his depth, I guess, and didn't really realize what was going on. But yeah, go ahead, Nick. I think Nick wanted to talk.
Well, yeah, isn't his girlfriend someone who's always on Nick shows, like Sriracha or something, or is that someone else?
She was for a while back. She hasn't been on for a while, but I think she is going to do a stream with me soon since we've got Russell Greer's criminal documents.
Yeah,
that's right. She was always on the Greer ones.
And and honestly, I have nothing to. I've never dealt with her whatsoever, so I have nothing bad to say about that person.
She's very funny.
She's great. Yeah, I have nothing. Please, people are going to clip this.
A lot better than Asterios.
I have nothing to say.
And fucked by a big muscular guy who's also funny. That's all I'm saying.
By the way, I have nothing necessarily bad to say about Asterios either. Just kind of weird. I don't know. Just didn't really seem like
he'd be a lot happier with a fat girl, I think.
Yeah.
Hot little body on her. Oh, she needs to be fucking big old dong, right?
She needs to be treated right. I mean that's what a Hall of Famer would say, right? I mean, that's not.
Yeah. Go me!
Pensive Cowboy. Oh God, did I already read that? I think so. Let's see. Okay. It's getting later. I'm struggling now. Roscoe Jones says, I didn't get anally raped, so it was consensual. I don't know what that means. Sigma Zero says, Kiwi Chris times Dr. Nurse equals OTP. Oh, Kiwi Chris is quite the character. I've actually resisted because I could tell that he would be willing probably to come on the show and stuff, but I'm just
get him on. Only for like $100.
No.
Oh yeah, get him on.
Yeah, it just seems like the type of autism that I already have and don't need more of.
Tell me how you really feel about me, Ralph.
No. We love Flamingo. By the way, that was.
I'll take me and my wooden train somewhere else. I see where I'm not wanted.
That was the key intervention of the night. We have to give the Pennzoil Award, the key intervention of the night, to Flamenco. There he goes. Pennzoil, great sponsor of the Killstream. Thank you, Pennzoil. We love you. We use you. We always do. Pensive Cowboy says, Doug to Naples gone. You can tell us about Jail Ralph. Shit.
And all the good times.
He didn't plug he didn't plug his stuff before he left.
Don't make me talk about the good times, Worski. Then we'll have to go into Miami and just how good those times were.
He doesn't want you to keep buying his shit.
You don't want to know. You know how close we were back in the day. You don't want me to reveal all here.
You could if you want. I don't know. I got nothing else to lose.
Shinchan256B says, can you say I love my grandma in Spanish? Talking, I guess, to you, Dick, because I don't speak that shit.
Me amo mi abuela.
Shit.
From my
fucking the language.
From my
ella se muerte para la economy.
There we go.
Oh, you asshole.
From my 2 semesters of Spanish that I did online and had my ex-girlfriend actually do most of the work, I believe I understand that. Shinchan256B says, does Sean shine your forehead before each show, Dick?
We shine each other's foreheads. We both line up and we spin over. We respect each other's cocks and we shine each other's foreheads.
Forehead respecters.
It's like backstage at a bodybuilding competition with baby oil. It's kind of embarrassing if you're there as a guest.
I've been there. Pensive Cowboy says, ask Destiny to shit on Dick. Wouldn't be his first time. Oh, I see what you did there. I see what you did there. And actually, that was a multiple term suggestion. And I think he probably would have been in for it, but I just didn't.
I think so too.
Yeah, he probably would have been in for it.
Like, he's been sucking a lot of guys' cocks who have no balls. I could show him that I at least have balls, right? Like afterwards, maybe you sweeten the deal with him. Like, look, he'll let you suck his cock, and he's got a big old set of balls that you can look at. It's not just a seam on a man's body.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he would. I think he would have been down for the appearance, but I'll leave the extracurricular commentary to Mr. Dick Masterson. Dictator says, the type of comedy, the only type, motherfuckers. Pensive Cowboy says, want to thank Bibble for being here during his nap. Yes, congratulations to Bibble. He is still alive, allegedly. We're not completely certain that he is. It's not like he wrote a bit and bombed in front of everybody. Where are you, Bibble?
Bibble wrote a bit? Bibble can write?
No, he didn't.
There
That's
we
what I'm
go.
saying. Yeah.
No, I was trying to give my bit before Greg left. I was gonna say I can't or before. God,
Doug, Jesus Christ!
Wow. Yeah, you were totally paying attention.
Yeah, before Doug left, I was saying I can't wait for the next Kickstarter for his next comic, Gay Bash Greg.
Wow!
No, that's not. We don't have confirmation on that. That's
the name was originally Frank in that
one. It was God Hates Gays.
That is that is a scurrilous rumor. We don't have confirmation. I just want to put that out there.
Yeah, I wrote. You know me. I'm always prepared. I wrote a lot of jokes.
Did you?
I hang out with you all the time, Ethan. I found it hard to write jokes about you. I just wrote down your life, and I just thought I'd leave it at that.
There we go. Keep going.
No.
Wait, you're just gonna pick on me? Angry. Wait, you're just gonna pick on me? You have no jokes for anyone else?
Well, I didn't really want to write any jokes in the true American tradition. I just thought I would throw a couple of bucks to Dick to do it for me.
Hey Ralph, these aren't jokes he's writing about you. These are thoughts he's had in the past few months.
Yes. Yes, thank you,
You
Bibble.
throw a couple of dollars so Dick would do it for you. I heard that one. That was great.
Shin Chan 256B says, "Can you say I love my grandma in Spanish?" I think we already did that, but then he says, "Let's see." Pencil Cowboy says, "Ask." I already read that too. Dictator says, "Okay." Pencil Cowboy says, "Want to thank Bibble for being here during his nap." We did read that, but I wanted to read that again. Lumberjack
It's like an
says,
episode of the Twilight Zone where you
Lumberjack
keep reading the same comments over and over again.
Just read it over. Yeah. Lumberjack says, "Road rage."
Consider, if you will, a man clouded by alcohol.
Yes.
He reads the same message over and over.
Imagine Rod Sterling writing that. That would be epic. Hollywood theater. Lumberjack says, "Road rage, Sacramento after Wu Flu ends?" ?
Yeah, I'll get. I mean, as soon as I could go outside, I'll give everything a shot.
There we go. All right. I don't know what the fuck that was. Go ahead.
Dick just left. He's gone.
No, that was Lady Rackets leaving the vault.
Oh, Lady Rackets.
Shinchan 256B says, "How many drinks tonight, Ralph?" I will never answer that question. Go ahead, Nick Ricada.
Oh, I finally get to go? I guess
Yes.
like all of the other fucking lawyers during Corona-chan, you just forgot I existed.
No.
Thank
Oh, were
you.
you stymied by super chats, Nick? Is that what happened? Super chat?
Listen. I learned from the best. I learned how to grift from the best. I don't know how to roast Dick Masterson. I mean, he's got this successful podcast. He's got a beautiful girlfriend. He's got hair that's even prettier than his girlfriend's. It's ridiculous. So let's start with Andy Worski. We'll warm up that way. It's always good to have Andy, a good warm up act for anybody. Not really a headliner, so to speak, but it was good to hear your voice again, Andy. It's been a while. I mean, the last time I heard your voice was the last call I took from you about sniffing a powdery substance out of a man's anus, and I just forwarded all of your calls subsequent to that to Poison Control because they were more help than I could ever provide for you. Jesus Christ. And I'm glad, though, that we are talking about Dick. I'm also glad Doug left, because now Dick is the only thing old enough on this stream for Justin Wang to do a stream on. and it's appropriate, too, because Dick, with his podcast, is losing associates faster than Wang at a family reunion these days anyways. Jesus Christ. Everybody who goes on your show drops off the fucking face of the earth. It's amazing. But the Dick Show's great. The Dick Show's great because it shows the power of white privilege, because the co-host Sean is an ass farmer. And all Dick gets is to be a cock gardener. And that's just pathetic. But that's America, baby. That's America. And I did learn from Dick, of course, following in his footsteps, seeing those Patreon numbers drive up over controversy, and then subsequently realizing that he was just fleecing the gays by subscribing to Dick.show. And then they end up staying for the content anyway. It was amazing. I don't know how you did it, buddy. I don't know how you have kept for 2 goddamn years. This Armenian sued me, so you should give me money going. But you have a higher Armenian body count than Cenk Unger, so that's pretty fucking impressive. You helped me develop my love of whiskey.
Chunk denies me too. Chunk also denies my body count.
Oh, that's embarrassing. He doesn't deny most men, I heard. So I was actually glad not to follow Andy, though, because his roast was fantastic. And so was Mad Cux's roast. And the last person to be so scared to follow anybody was actually 80s Girl, is terrified to follow Dick. No, she's terrified to follow Dick because his hair is better and his ass is better in those tight jeans he always wears. I literally described Dick this way when after Knoxville, someone was like, "Who's Dick Masterson?" I was like, "Well, he walks in the room and you realize the 80s arrived." And you can take that as an insult. I take it as a compliment because I'm almost as old as that asshole. But yeah, man, I don't know. Dick's breakup with Maddox was harder than Ralph's breakup with Nora, and that's scary.
There it is. There it is.
I don't know how to roast him. He's too perfect. He's too perfect. The embodiment of rage, getting pissed off about literally nothing every single week. Mad about nachos or unfolded toilet paper, or whatever the fuck you're going to come up with in, like Mad Cuck said, the 20 minutes before the show. But I do have to thank you because your utter inability to prepare a single goddamn shred of content is exactly how I run my show. So thank you, sir.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you.
By the way, if you're wondering,
Now we have special guest Ron Toye coming on. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Noel.
If you're wondering, Nick skipped over me out of a contractual agreement because I have to put up with his fans. He just takes their money.
hey, listen. Dick is the first motherfucker to have me have to come home to my wife and say, baby, I got an ethics complaint because of this cockbag got somebody so mad that he had to hire a drunk Michigan lawyer to fuck up literally everything and to get mad at the internet when I just talked about it. So I have an ethics complaint from you, but no, oh my goodness. I get multiple ethics complaints because of this asshole. He comes on my show and my mailbox is full for the next 3 months because his retards appeal their ethics complaints when they get shot.
Hey, tell your wife about all that?
Listen, you go home, you talk about work. That's it.
Pensive Cowboy says
Or
long-winded.
in Nick's case, he comes out of the back room and into the kitchen.
Yeah, well, listen. You gotta Dick, I know you don't know properly about pillow talk, but I've got the kids to back it up. So
Pensive Cowboy says long-winded and drier than grandma. Yep, he's a lawyer. That's what
Shit.
All right, now we will take some more calls, and then Dick Masterson still has his response here.
Thank God.
Should I say one thing real fast before you take a call? Sure. Nick, about what you were saying in your roast there, when we got into a call, right, before everyone stopped in, we were all going like, how did you roast Dick? Like, you were right about that. It's like, it was really difficult. I'm like, all right, successful, tall, long, gorgeous hair. I'm like,
huge cock.
I just called him a rapist.
The best part of what you just said is now we know how to roast you. Gay as fuck.
Yo, hey, you don't have to roast me. That's just a fact.
All right,
roast happen to important people, not people who nobody has any idea who they are.
I didn't write any jokes about you because I don't know who you are. Fucking
yeah, well, that's payback, motherfucker. I got sued for $380 million. I'm important. God damn it.
All right, let's keep going. Somehow we will keep going. Let's see. On air. God damn it. Okay, there you go. Sedan, you're on the Killstream. Go ahead.
Oh.
Not.
Hey, it's Tom.
Sedan. Yes.
No, not the Zone.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm coming off of
the disappointment in his voice.
You knew that, you fucker. Anyway, go ahead.
Killstream.
Yes, welcome.
So I'm coming off of being sick with the coof. So nice try, Justin Wang, but you're going to have to try harder than that if you want to take me out.
I've been coughing all day, so I might not have time left to do it.
Bibble wasn't actually planning on being here tonight, but then he found out that Ralph wasn't actually going to be at Dick's house in person. So he put the ski mask and crowbar away once he learned Ralph was going to be at his house. Flamingo over there is being quiet right now, and that's for good reason. I was just at Walmart. I know there's not enough bleach left to cure that much autism. I could barely get enough to clean up after Josh's set.
No.
Good, very good.
Then we got Ethan Ralph there. His parents actually named him Ethan after ethanol. Fun fact. Ralph actually recently discovered that all the hand sanitizer he bought is about 70%.
It was tough. It was tough.
Shots of Purell.
It was tough. It was a tough discovery for sure.
Would you do it? Would you drink cologne, Ralph? Would you drink cologne to get high?
I mean, who wouldn't? Who wouldn't? You would.
To get high.
I would lick my girlfriend's pussy to get high.
Shit, getting desperate.
Go ahead, caller. Go ahead, caller. Oh, did he leave? Okay, well,
he left.
Oh, that's
solid,
good.
bro.
He left you like Brittany Venti left you.
You should be.
Look,
You
Dick's
went for
just
Brittany
mad.
Venti over Nora.
that one
Was
hurt.
that not the more
That one
obvious
hurt.
one?
That one
Dick's
hurt.
mad Brittany Venti's gone because while we would all motorboat her tits, Dick's the only one with a face small enough to motorboat her eyeballs.
Oh, okay. Pins of Cowboys says, "Wanna thank Bibble for being here." I already read that. What the fuck? Then he says, "D-Live, fuck you! I hate you! Why the fuck do you not scroll the super chats?" Anyway.
Uh-oh. Someone's getting a casino. Tell
Yeah,
off.
it makes no sense. Like, what the fuck? Yeah. And then half of them disappear. That's another fucking story. Anyway. Pits of Cowboys says, "From the sound of it, not the first time Worski has thought long and hard of Dick." Easy for me to say. It was two different super chats. Shin Chan 256. Yeah,
that
fuck
fell
off.
flat.
You stumbled through the whole second half of your. Anyway, whatever. Shin Chan.
The second half of Miami. Just say it.
Shin Chan 2. Shin Chan 256B says, "Ethanol Ralph, my sides." All right, Dick, go ahead, sir.
Oh, Ralph and all. Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah.
Jeez.
We have more clips, but we have clips, but I want to go ahead and give you your turn. Yeah.
Doug's
No,
gone.
I'm actually gonna cut in here because it's me, Gator.
Oh!
I'm gonna cuck him right fucking now like he cucked Maddox. Here we fucking go. Hey everybody, it's Gator. The guy on the Killstream that holds the bucket when Ralph shits himself live on air. It's okay though, because when he finally popped one pill too many, the show and the super berries are all mine, so go fuck yourself. Ralph doesn't pay me enough to write a speech, so I'm just gonna shoot from the hip like my name is Alex. Unfortunately, Dick's eternal life partner Sean couldn't be here tonight. He was too busy doing anything else. I can't blame him though. Dick usually wants you out of his house before he wakes up the next morning.
Oh.
Brittany Venti also couldn't be here because she's come down with a bad case of being a woman. I don't know what her jokes would have been like, but I'm sure all of us would have pretended they were funny so she doesn't make an angry tweet thread about us all later. I will give her a little bit of credit, though. She was right about all those women she hates being grifting skanks. I guess it takes one to know one. And unfortunately, Asterios couldn't make it either because he didn't have enough stories about Dick's sex life to spill and none of his own. Like 99% of people that tune into any of these fucking shows, myself included. He's not smart enough to wax poetic about Puerto Ricans. And unfortunately, Doug Naples no longer here, but I have to say, Earthworm Jim's one of my favorite video games of all time. What the fuck was Earthworm Jim 2, and how the fuck do I beat the goddamn paper level? I think it's great that he's found life after the comic gaze. Oh, sorry, Comics Gate. Sorry, I looked at Ethan Van Sciver's timeline and thought I walked into the Pulse nightclub before Doug's final solution kicked in. But really, I'm glad you guys have a very spirited rivalry. When Marvel and DC finally collapse after making Spider-Man a polysexual aboriginal with autism and Superman a black Latina midget in a wheelchair, fanboys will still need gay cross-industry drama to feel smug satisfaction about. And for the next guest, I am really glad that someone is out there covering obscure internet history no one gives a shit about. I really like your channel, Internet Historian. Oh, wait, sorry. We had to settle for Justin Wang. Well, sorry about that. But, I am really glad that Justin was able to find a life after the Goonies. No, don't laugh at that joke. It wasn't very funny. I stole it from his Twitter profile, just like he steals all his content from Know Your Meme and Encyclopedia Dramatica. Oof.
Oh. Is that
and
like
what
an
can I
insult to
say?
me too, Gator?
Oh, we're getting there. We're getting there. What can I say about Madcucks? He's like Maddox, but even less funny. I'm sorry, Maddox. I'm sorry. You just look like a slightly less Down syndrome Ethan Ralph, so I can get my frustration out without getting fired. Just kidding. Ralph can't fire me. He'd burn the show down within a week.
Damn, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Stretch your life journal. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not done yet.
My name's Gator. I'm not going to go back to that.
This is everything he DMs people.
And I'm not even finished yet.
Ralph, I gotta
Now
go
we
before
come-
Gator gets to me.
Oh, you're next, Nick. You're next. I'm really glad you're able to make it. If I had my hand up Ty Beard's ass for that long, I wouldn't be able to operate a keyboard anymore.
Oh no! Wow!
But seriously,
What the
Nick.
fuck? I expected it on me. Oh god, go.
But seriously, Nick, you are the go-to guy whenever there's legal drama, or if Ralph punches another cop in the head, I'll give you a call. So when are you finally getting the vasectomy?
Never.
Oh,
But you know-
you're still pumping out loads, man?
Keep it. You got to keep it 100.
Oh, no, I don't keep it shit. I keep it 0.
That's okay. When he finally gets that 20th child, all those Trump bucks will finally put him over the top. But you know, you've made a pretty insane rogues gallery with all the anime goons and feminists you managed to piss off. I saw on YouTube that Amanda Wine Lee tried to roast you and Vic Lasagna at that dumb anime event that nobody but 13-year-old girls and pedophiles went to. What a terrible feminist by playing into the stereotype that women aren't funny. I would say she would make a better roastie than a roast, but not even Chris Sabat would cast her on his couch.
Oh,
There's
shit.
not enough sacred ointment in the world for this one. And I'm glad Josh was able to evade Interpol long enough to come on the stream. Don't worry, though. Even if the Woo Flu keeps you from live streaming, Toad McKinley's effortlessly stolen your entire feeder bit and doesn't sound like he's about to pass out just from breathing. But don't worry.
No.
Don't worry. When Toad finally steals Chantal off the market, you've got plenty of Ladyboy Kiwi moderators to choose from. But what else can I say about Josh and Kiwi Farms except Error 502, bad gateway?
Oh, fuck you.
And Andy Worski.
Oh,
Andy
no.
Worski. Everybody calls you the retarded Phoenix, but even a retard knows not to trust a girl that shoves pine cones up her ass for recreation.
Oh, no.
Shit, I guess that applies to me too, so fuck. But I'm glad we were finally able to drag you out of your cocaine-infused binges and Geek Thulu cuddle sessions to come on the program.
No.
But seriously, good job on your 15th project, Reliable Sources. I hope I'm actually able to catch one live before you move on to the next failed project.
It's subculture, by the way.
Oh, right.
He already moved on.
Shit. And I'd be remiss if I left out the other co-hosts, like every one of these other assholes. Flamenco is such a great, loyal co-host and a friend. I'm really glad he finally decided to live the rest of his life as a straight man, despite the best efforts of the Discord moderators. And I can't say anything bad about Bibble, though. That motherfucker still has my goddamn bike.
Very good. Black.
And now for the man of the hour, Dick fucking Masterson.
Wait, hold up, Gator. I gotta stutter in and get my little 2 cents in. I've got a few words for some of the people in here. I've got
Let me
Gator.
finish. Jesus
Wait,
Christ.
wait! Don't interrupt the Kingpin while he's speaking. Go ahead.
I'm gonna take that back. Maybe you aren't straight yet, Flamenco. Jesus Christ. And now for the man of the hour, Dick fucking Masterson, the multi-million-dollar Jewish Mexican.
Yeah.
Proof that all you need to do to be successful is to dick ride someone else, fuck their girlfriend, and then ruin their career. But you know, Dick is a fantastic humanitarian, despite being a libertarian. In fact, he's proof that not all libertarians are selfish pricks. He shares his show with us. He shares his time coming on all these shows. Most importantly, he shares his carnal knowledge with his neighbors from his balcony whenever he has a news girl over. And if someone tells Asterios about it, he shares it with the subreddit and the Discord too. But seriously, Dick, you're my favorite drunken pill-popping asshole. But that's only because I get paid regularly by New Project 2. Congratulations on entering the Killstream Hall of Fame. Go fuck yourself.
There we go. There's
Savage.
Gator.
Thank you, Gator. Holy shit.
That was really good, man.
All right,
man.
Now
I
let
believe.
Let me read these. Pensive Cowboy says Ralph Anall is better than Ralph Anall. To be fair. Fair enough. Patrick says Gator is the winner. KP77 says Gator wins. Pensive Cowboy says someone had to interrupt. RIP Ranbot. Thank you, Flamenco. And now, Flamenco, you wanted to say something. Go ahead.
Yeah, I've got some things to say about some of the people here. Andy, person who's killed his career, I think 8 times now. 9th time's the charm, right? Are you a cat now instead of just the retarded Phoenix? We'll see, I guess, in about 2 months after you have another nervous breakdown and burn your other nipple off. Gator,
wow.
Fantastic guy, doesn't seem to understand that a soundboard is not a replacement for a personality, but it's okay because he's here. He's Gator. Bibble, the only person darker than dark mode, always horizontal, always funny. I can't say much about him either because, he's having relations with my girlfriend in about 2 hours. So I don't want to make him too mad or else I'm not going to get any switch time. Ralph, a guy who's incredibly hilarious, always good on the comedic timing. If only he can make that translate into starting the stream on time. I never know whether or not it's going to be we start the stream 20 minutes late or we start at 10 minutes late and then 10 minutes of audio problems to get fixed up. But honestly, Ralph, I love you. Even if I get stuttering and scared when you get angry and drunk, please, Daddy, don't hit me.
We love you.
And speaking of no daddy, we got Nick Ricada
That's the
here.
realest shit I've ever heard. Please, Daddy, don't hit me.
We got Nick Ricada here, a person who provides a very valuable service. Honestly, if I ever have somebody that I dislike and they get a parking ticket, I'm going to make sure that Nick represents them. They'll get the death penalty within 2 weeks.
They'll get a chance to appeal it, though, and that's what
And we got Null here, international man of feedery. Honestly, I do feel bad about. I honestly do feel bad about what Toad McKinley is doing. It's really rough that the love of your life is getting the dick by Toad, getting cucked by a Toad himself is just odd and weird. I don't know what to say.
And tall.
And we.
Is that what you're saying?
But it's okay. Maybe one day you'll feed her borscht. I know that you want to. And then we got
he gets the fries now.
We got Dick Masterson. He does like a podcast or something. I think he was like on Dr. Phil once. I don't know. Maybe wrote a book. I know that he like sued that guy who had that web page that was relevant in the 2000s. But other than that, I really don't know who the hell this guy is.
Eviscerating.
Go ahead.
Oh, that's it. I don't know how words work.
Pensive Cowboy says
wiping away the tears with his money.
Pensive Cowboy says Ralph and all. It was a rape joke, Ralph. Yeah, I got that. Thank you. I really didn't understand. It was the wet brain. I clearly didn't get what you meant about raping women. Thank you. I appreciate that. Disavow raping women also. Honkamania.
What about men though? Is that's totally okay?
And men. No, my time in the county jail did not sway me. I disavow that as well. Honkamania 117 says fantastic stream today. Gator and Bibble win. Fuck you. Colada Derek says should have brought the Who Are These Podcast Guys. Let me refresh, and we're gonna give it to Dick Masterson. We have some calls. It's finally your time, but I have to read these first.
Go ahead.
I know. Are you ready or?
No, read.
No, I mean, are you ready or are you?
No, I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
No, he needs 25 minutes to prepare and write all his notes and shit before we can actually hit record.
I gotta crawl into a ball and cry.
Typical Mexican.
Sika Lother says, when will Ricada wang?
Go!
Sika Lother says, when will Ricada, Null, Wang, Worski, and everyone on the panel be inducted into the Hall of Fame? And I won't tell you that, but I thank you for the $1. Aspergler says, Andy, you need to show you're down again and bring it back. Ralph is coming after you for title of the retarded Phoenix 111-0. Now, Dick, it's all you, sir. It's all you.
Oh wow!
I hope you don't say anything offensive.
What a collection of robes that we had here tonight. I just want everyone to know that my sister has coronavirus.
Oh.
Okay.
So just everything you said made me feel worse.
No.
And she might die.
Wow.
Just joking. She's not. She doesn't have it at all. She does have it. Justin Wang. Justin Wang is the only Asian man in the world who sounds like a black weatherman. Is that not right?
I mean, I immediately did the black weatherman laugh as you said that, so you fucking nailed it.
You don't have an accent from anywhere in the world other than, hi, I'm a black weatherman. Welcome to a bunch of jars filled with semen. Ba-ba-boom. If you crossed Ed Hardy and Dim Sum, you got Justin Wang. That's not
No!
If you give Mr. Miyagi an unlimited CrossFit membership,
No.
Justin Wang, an Asian who's too buff to use chopsticks.
That seems like more of a compliment than a roast.
He's a one-stop repository for cum repositories. I'm trying to get Brady Venti on here right now.
Just so you can say it to her face.
Yeah, he's a Justin. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you're if Thai Ladyboys had a Chad, it would be you, right?
I guess so. Yeah,
I think so. If every female to male transsexual had an archetype, they would be thinking of you. Yes or no?
I mean, it's fun to me how like most of the roasts revolve around me being buff. I'll take it.
No, okay. Let's not talk about the buffs then. I want to give you credit because most celebrities force you to listen to their shitty bands after they're famous, but you force us to listen to your shitty band before you're famous. Justin Wang has it on his chest of please don't bring up wrestling. No? All
what?
Right. Okay. Justin, you did what Maddox couldn't do. You made a career out of reading Encyclopedia Dramatica. So thank you for that. And you are the reason that so many people stick to their dreams of pumping an endless sludge of garbage content about the smallest, most uninteresting minutia of internet lore. They shill relentlessly as though it's the cure for being boring, and they look at you and they think, what makes him different than me? And I'm here to say, I don't know.
Thank you, Andy.
On the laugh track.
Andy Worski. Andy Worski, I'm so glad that you could take time through the cars and the drive-through to call in for this roast. Thank you for. It must have been hella hard to say, "Would you like fries with that?" And I didn't hear it one time. Thank you. I had Ian Michaels Chungus on standby, just in case any of your jokes got too spicy. Although I know we can't joke too hard on you. I know we can't clown on you too hard because you'll curl up in a ball and blow your rape whistle like you in Florida. You fucking F-slur. What was that? What the fuck was that?
It's called a mental breakdown, Dick.
Oh man, if I could pay $4,000 to get that again. Andy, no, seriously, you do make it hard not to say the F slur online. You little twink. You have this unique sling blade quality. And watching you warm up, like it was me and Coach Red Pill. We were both texting our mistresses to tell them to get abortions. We were both texting our mistresses while you were warming up and punching into the sky, and I thought, thank God Tonka didn't show up because he would fucking destroy this. Did you think that? Did you think that at all?
Disavow, of course.
No, you didn't think that? Oh, well.
Maybe.
Well, you're, buddy, I'm happy to hear from you again. I assume that I'll never hear from you again because you're a walking scam waiting to happen. Like, I think your next YouTube channel will basically be with Satan. Like bifurcated tail, full on, like a Nigerian scammers have TED Talks about you.
Oh.
We should have invited Maddox on so that Dick could make some jokes.
Oh, no! Whoa!
Wow. You're the undisputed queen of mean, Andy. Your Porky Pig meets Tinkerbell.
What? That reference.
That's not accurate.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
I'm pretty sure I wrote it down. It must be accurate.
That's all, folks. That's all, folks. My channel's dead.
How am I doing? Doing okay? Oh, Brittany Venti gone. All right. Well, wage gap got her, I guess.
No.
Oh, Doug to Naples. You know what? For every minute he was talking, I was making $100 donation to Planned Parenthood.
No.
If you want me to have kids so much, you could come over here and fuck my girlfriend himself. He'd never do that because he's too much pussy, right?
He won't do that.
Yeah. No one can shill like Doug to Naples. He's an electrified shilling machine. He sends the collection plate around like he's at church every couple of seconds.
He didn't show the stream though. You should have crossed that one out.
Wait, what? What?
He forgot to plug his stuff before he left. You should have crossed that one out.
No, because he was shilling in a frequency that only teenagers can hear. That's why he was screeching at a very high level.
Dog whistle.
I think that Earthworm Jim gains his powers from being oppressed by homosexuals. Is that possible? That he does that? I agree that all people are going to hell. I agree that all gay people are going to hell too. Masturbators, liars, hypocrites, women, everything like that.
It's a broad swath.
Yes, it is. But Doug says that furries, your dads would be embarrassed. I don't know how your dads would feel about pumping money into a Bigfoot Bill Kickstarter. My dad doesn't look down upon it fondly. I don't know. Does yours, Doug?
I thought it was Bigfoot Bob. I thought this. Okay, Bigfoot Bill. Yeah, Bigfoot.
Doug, the internet.
Bigfoot.
The
Bill.
internet is queer. Is here. It's queer. Get used to it. What do you? Earthworm Jim. You have Earthworm Jim. I'll buy anything Earthworm Jim forever. That's what. Even if Earthworm Jim is whipping his back like the Scarlet Letter. And tag teaming Psycho with Peter Buffy, I'll buy it. Just please don't put Earthworm Jim on those Subway pamphlets where they talk about Christianity. That's all I'm asking for. Hold on. Oh, Nick Rakita.
Wait, I figured it out. Dick is trying to see who amongst us has the balls to point out that this is obviously a fucking joke.
Yes.
Well, I mean, this whole show.
There I go. I win. What do I fucking get?
You get
What do you
more
want?
autism than you already had.
That's what I thought. I thought it was obvious this was a joke, though, right? Like the whole show.
He's trying to finally abort the retort, put an end to it, take a stake and drive it through the beating heart of the Ralph retort, so that no one ever comes back. I've
Oh, is it that bad?
No, it's not. That's what we had a work show like on Tuesday. That's what I don't.
Jesus God! Should I skip right to the Josh material where Fraser fucking Crane is getting on the microphone and lecturing me on what retards I can laugh at or not?
I think he's calling you low energy.
Oh, am I low end? Oh, Jesus Christ. Nick Rakita. I used to think that Nick had it all figured out with his compound and his 10 kids or whatever it is. But then I saw how much Nick streamed, and it made me realize that he was wrong. Every fucking night, it's 3, 4, 5 hours
6.
on Twitch, 5 hours. Nick, you've got to be online more than you bill, 26 hours a day.
It's true. It's true.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Ralph, please.
No.
Wait.
keep going.
I figured it out, Dick. I figured out why you were kicked out of the comedy club, and it has nothing to do with Maddox calling you a rape apologist.
I'm terrible.
Oh, God damn it.
No, wait a minute.
Oh, no. I wish more.
Oh, here it is. Go ahead.
Josh, fuck.
I wish more lawyers were like Nick, that they could be paid in attention rather than money. Is that not?
No.
Nick has taught me a lot. I didn't know you could be a good Christian, make fun of fat chicks and retarded people, and drink until you're toxic and walk around in blackface. Is that not? No.
Yeah, no, I'm here to welcome you in, buddy.
All right. I'm glad Nick found the absolute thinnest you can stretch a stream. You know. I think they'll still be. I think Vic Lasagna. I think they'll still be debating it long after all of us are dead. They'll be marking his passed around.
I think. Bro, did I wake up at Dick's funeral and he's playing his last speech?
Yeah.
Is that what happened?
Yeah. So Mad Cucks, you're retired now. Is he here? Yeah.
I'm still here. I'm still here, buddy.
Oh, good.
Yeah, do you want me to hold your hand through this trying time?
Yes, please.
I've seen you more angry. I've seen you more angry, like arguing with the waitress over the check as the lunch bill comes than you are right now.
Oh my God.
You've had 2 hours of people just telling you how like stupid you are and how you have a small face and stuff. And this is what you're going to throw back against it?
We didn't mention the small face actually, but I'm glad you brought that up.
No one mentioned the small face.
Oh, I did. You're motorboating Venti.
Yeah, that's right. You did. You're right. Leave it to the attorney. He's right.
Now. I'm glad you're not retired now. You cried more than Michael Jordan when you retired the first time. You probably cried harder than when Ralph got divorced.
Oh God!
Wow.
Oh, there it is.
Mad Cucks, you're one of the most angriest motherfuckers I've ever known. You're the only person who's ever slept in my house where I've purposefully stayed awake all night.
That explains those sounds outside my door.
I think you're the only person in the world who actually understands Maddox, which is where you just want to kill the character you created that everyone loves, but you can't. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, no problem, buddy. Anytime. You know, if you get introduced to another Killstream Hall of Fame, I'll show up to that one too.
Dame Pesos, you've got a singular laugh that launched 1,000 ships, and you can still read better than Maddox. Oh well,
No, I'm enjoying the page flip sound effect.
That's
I'm gonna
Gator's
go-
soundboard. That's not.
I know
Dick.
you. I know you've got Rand. I know you've got Bibble in there. Rand, I guess, is gone. Bibble and Rand are like those guys that Hitler had around him that he had to constantly tell to say, "Hey, just cool it with the Jew shit." And no. The Niles Crane of internet freakism. I heard you say that you were disappointed in Ralph for his drinking and his saying of the N-word, but what you have to understand is that means you're disappointed in all of us alcoholics, and that's totally unacceptable.
Well, after this bit, I've learned to appreciate this alcohol that I've got here.
Yeah, let's hear the hard R more. Come on, Ralph, go.
No, I just about. I love Patreon. Thank you, Patreon. Go ahead.
Flamenco, I don't know. Me and you can get together and hot glue some of our hentai folders. Quite honestly, you're the only guy that I would trust to come into my house and wipe my pornography folders complete.
I'll clean the fuck out of that computer. It'll be spotless.
Thank you very much. Ralph. Oh man. Oh, Ralph, being Ethan Ralph. Holy shit! It's like a fantasy camp. It's like a fantasy camp if I was Joe Pesci, but fat and ugly. Oh,
wow!
I don't want to end up in your next David Hasselhoff style meltdown video. I know you must be loving the quarantine, right?
It's great.
'Cause no one can work out.
We're all equal now.
You're all equal now. Thank you for all the advertising. No one has ever passed out on their stream as much as Ethan Ralph. Only a world where Donald Trump could be president. Could Ethan Ralph be a successful political talk show host? A drunk, pill-addicted rageaholic who is in a constant state of abusing his co-host. I don't know. Is that accurate? He has a voice.
I can't say anything while he's in the room. I'll just have to
call tap your nose and take an accent. A voice for SeaWorld. Ralph. And a face that belongs in a John Wayne Gacy biopic.
Oh my god!
I don't know, but you are a great radio host. You have you share qualities with every great radio host. You have the temperament of Don Imus. You have the raw sex appeal of Tom Likas. You have the professionalism. You have the professionalism of Artie Lang.
Exactly.
Right.
H-Town up the nose, no big deal.
You have the personality of Foghorn Leghorn if you had Tourette's. And he giggled like the priest you're supposed to stay away from. When I sent you the art of the comeback, Ralph, I didn't know you were going to come back to the benzos and the liquors. If Kenny Powers had a bad side, it would be Ethan Ralph.
That's true.
If you take a shot every time Ralph says "to be honest" on a stream, you will be dead.
You will die.
Not even the devil himself tells you he's being honest as much as Ralph does. If you removed all the southern, go ahead.
What do you mean by that, Dick? But anyway, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
I mean, if you removed all the southern aphorisms from Ralph's show, you'd have about 12 minutes of actual content.
That's true, actually.
I remember the first time I met Ralph. It's clear in my mind. I met his gunt first, leaving him out of the airport about a foot and a half.
Dick was so cheap he didn't want to call an Uber, so he had me pick him up from the airport. That's all the $20,000 a month, but he couldn't call an Uber to the room that he was staying at for free. By the way, that he didn't pay for.
Everybody knows that Ralph's solution is to fucking call him an Uber.
Sorry,
It was better than fucking driving me from. Where did I land? Where did I go? Nashville.
You went to Nashville like a fucking idiot.
Yeah, I had to pick you up. Yeah, that's a whole separate story. Yeah.
At least it was the same state.
Jesus.
Go ahead, Dick.
Oh,
Go
wow.
ahead, Dick. Go ahead. Dick.
The presence of John Belushi, the professionalism of Artie Lang, the presence of Jackie Gleason. Ralph saw the episode of Futurama when Bender turned into a real person and took that as a manual. No, okay.
Hey,
That was too
guys,
deep. That was too deep.
Yeah.
I hate watching my friend.
Nick, hold on. Nora, the reason Nora left is because she realized she could never compete with your true love, Mr. Medicare's asshole.
Holy shit.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say I hate to see my friend dying, and I have to leave before he enters his coffin. So I gotta buzz out, guys. But
Thank you, Nick.
Thanks for
coming on,
having
man.
me, Dick. Congratulations, buddy. You do deserve it.
Goodbye. Thanks.
Thank
He's
you.
got
y'all
those
later.
stuffed sandbags to keep the tanks from getting in.
Damn right.
Nick
Go
is
ahead.
the guy who deals with weeaboos on a professional basis, and you drove him away. Hell.
I'm so embarrassed. Talk about it unlucky. It's sad to think of how much money and fame you would have had, Ralph, if you just hadn't tried to simp for kids.
That's true.
Right?
St. Jude's. It did me in, man.
Yeah. The last thing you want to do before the whole world gets locked down is have a divorce.
That's also true.
Yo, Dick's not even funny. He's just real. Dick is just like, and you lost your career. Ralph, you're an alcoholic and you got a divorce.
Wait, people say that Jordan Peterson's daughter has a hell of a diet and fitness regimen. Ralph is on the Jordan Peterson diet regimen and fitness plan, which is entirely benzos and doing nothing. Is
Aren't
that
you on
funny?
the Maddox sloppy seconds regimen though? I don't know. I don't know if that is that the regimen. I personally don't subscribe to that regimen, but you know,
It's caused me nothing but trouble. I love you guys. Thank you guys. It's the only family that we have here on the internet, and I'm glad I found you. I hope Ralph, I hope that you induct many more qualified people into this fucking Hall of Fame. You son of a bitch. And thank you everyone for listening.
thank you. I'm about to actually throw up. It has nothing to do with this ceremony. Okay. Stacy Martire says Gator wrote that to get fired so he can get Trump bucks. Pinky Culture says Dick's Jewish. No wonder he defended porn so hard. I don't even know. Whatever. Yeah. Okay. Mike Boudet says congrats to Dick. Thank you, Mike Boudet. Sword and skill. Pence of Cowboy says tone down the physique compliments Ralph is getting, and then I don't know. It cut out. Ralph is getting. I don't know what turned on. I'm not sure. It cut out. Oh, prison flashbacks to his Asian cellmate. Okay, I see it now. Jay Murphy says, Dick, how's this funny? Keep your day job.
No! This is his day job, though. That's what fucking blows your mind.
Ninchi says, low energy Dick. The quarantine is getting to him. Sam Hyde 76 says, whippets are one hell of a drug, Dick. Pence of Cowboy says, with his tiny face, is the Dick the love child of Charlie Kirk and Brad Pitt and Troy? I haven't thought of that, actually. I don't think so, though. Pence of Cowboy says, Carlos Mencia, everyone. I mean, Dick Masterson. Colado Derek says, damn, Dick, you got the whole squad laughing. Jay Murphy says, induct this small face into a peaceful sunset, I guess we'll put it that way. Stacy Martire says, I guess this proves all dicks do their best work when caught by surprise. Salvor Praxis says U.S. takes gold in the infectious disease Olympics. That's a great thought. Honkamania 117 says, holy shit, Dick. Bibble 1. Salvor Praxis says, the same day Dick Masterson enters the Killstream Hall of Fame. Coincidence? I guess. Oh, is that about the infectious disease gold medal? I'm not sure. Dick, thank you, sir.
Oh, man. Well, I guess I just have to listen to this tomorrow when I'm not drunk and realize what an ass I made.
You're great. You're great.
It was great. It was fun.
Andy, good for you, you motherfucker. You got out right away, swinging hard right away. You fucking fry serving motherfucker.
I didn't choose where I went. I just went, and I'm drunk too.
Yeah.
I don't even know what's going on.
I think most of us are.
What room I'm in.
Or as we call it in Ralphland, Tuesday.
Sweat is just
Thursday and Friday.
Sweat is just pouring off my brow right now. Yes, that's correct. Justin Wang, Nick Ricada. I have to pull up the list. Mad Cucks was here as well. Doug Tenaple was also here earlier. Oh Jesus, where's the full list? Warski, of course, he's still here. Pesos, Dame Pesos with the cameo. Nick Ricada, he had a jet just a minute ago. I think that's everyone. And
I'd like to thank Dick Masterson for making my bit the second worst.
And thank you, Josh, as well. Thank you all. It was a fun stream, kind of a concept album here on the Killstream. I appreciate you all joining us and participating.
I can't believe I aborted the record after all that.
It's finally it's over now.
I really fucking did.
It's over.
See, I warned you guys. I warned every one of you this is going to happen.
Yeah, you did.
You should have listened. You should have listened.
Gentlemen, thank you. I appreciate it.
Wait, just say one thing. It's
sure.
Check out a new channel, Subcultured, SUB space cultured. That's where I'm at right now because I was shadow banned by YouTube. Thanks, YouTube.
Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, Adam Raceworski. Thank you to the panel as well.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Farewell. Oh, shit. There goes that screen. That means it's over. Oh, can I make it bigger there? Oh, you know what? I had a blast with this roast. It was a little offbeat. You know, it was a little bit different from what we normally do, of course. We normally just sit here and ad-lib and fuck around. But that one was nice, and I liked it. So I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. The Real Tinchy says, great show. He enjoyed it. Pensive Cowboy says, jokes aside, good show. Thank you to the guests and panel. Salvo Praxis says, thanks for the evening entertainment. Cheers. Thank you as well. That's what it's all about. Evening's worth of entertainment. That was the whole idea behind it. Let's see. I think there are a couple of the stream elements. Let's see. Aaron Shadow says, I love the fact that what Josh insulted the most was Gator's tech jab at him. Aspergler says, Dick, maybe next time you won't skip on the bill and get a better comedian to write jokes for you. Maybe a Jewish one if you can afford it after this. Actually, I thought Dick's set was good. Dick just went hard. Honestly, Dick's final set is what it was supposed to be. So him going hard at everybody, like, I mean, just kneecaps hard. I didn't do that just because, I don't know, I didn't feel necessarily comfortable going kneecaps hard. I mean, I had a few light jabs or whatever, but that's exactly what it was supposed to be. Hard dick. I see the chat saying that. Yeah, that's what the final segment was supposed to be. Him just kneecapping everybody. That's like, that was the point. That was the build up for the whole show. So that was not that was by design. So Shinchan256B says, I missed drinking while the rest of this panel does. Drumboy02 then says, thanks guys. That was a lot of fun, lots of laughs. I enjoyed it as well. What will I do? I will play the finale song. That's what I'll do. That's exactly what I'll do. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back tomorrow night. There's still another kill stream this week. The Weekender is usually what we dub the Friday episode. It airs, though, Monday through Friday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern, dlive.tv/The Ralph Retort until they kick us off, which has not happened yet. So we're still here. Check us out. Podcast Gang. Shout out to them. Shinchan256B says, let's be honest, Ralph. Gator won. Gator came through with that heat. I can't even lie. But I will say this. Farewell. Thank you, Dick Masterson, the first member of the Killstream Hall of Fame. Nick Ricada, Justin Wang, Andy Worski, Doug Tenaple, Mad Cucks, Dame Pesos, Gator, Bibble, Flamenco. Thank you all. It's over.
Secret flags and reports, but we all know who's to blame. Can't afford the retort. Jihadi Jarbo's his name. Now you won't take them round, or all them channels you strike. So just delete your account. I'm sure there's folders to find. You can't peacefully sunset the Killstream. You never peacefully sunset the Killstream. You won't peacefully sunset the Killstream. You never peacefully sunset the Killstream. You won't peacefully sunset the Killstream.
Say, man, I don't give a fuck about.
Shut up, Bun B. We're going to sleep. Thank you guys for the stream. I hope you enjoyed it. Good night.